It's pretty terrifying.
Yes, indeed. Anyone?
Also, do you have any idea what you did when you were 10? Did you turn 10?
I'm more on the, I thought you were done, so I pushed live.
Sorry.
Hi, my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and welcome to the Convergence, our weekly game of D&D that always starts with a soundbite from Tiffany, usually out of context. We're glad all of you guys are hanging out here tonight. We're glad that all of you have chosen to share your evening with us. It is a thrill and an honor and a privilege, and as I was literally just saying, mildly terrifying, to which Tiffany went me by pointing out that I now no longer have any children in the house in the single digits. Because as of tonight, our youngest is now 10. And I believe this is where we're supposed to be monitoring the fireplace for an owl. Or is that the 11th birthday?
I believe it was 11.
11. Okay, we have a year.
Yeah, one more year.
To see if she gets her Hogwarts letter and then goes away to boarding school, which will make the house quiet. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. And then thank you. I especially want to thank Swifty for being out tonight. It has been forever. I haven't streamed Red Dead Online in an age. Mostly because I'm too busy hanging out with these amazing people to play D&D, which I think is a pretty good trade. We don't have big birthday wishes, but we do have boxes to open, don't we? Do we have our boxes?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second to go. Are we doing this individually, simultaneously, round the table? Tiffany, you're driving this boat. You think it's then while I grab my box.
I think individually so we can look at them. Well, we could do it all together so you guys know what it is, and then we'll go around. Let's do it all together, and then we'll show them individually.
Sounds good.
All right. So all right. So we're gonna go all together. And then everybody's going to show them individually when they do their intro.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, I like that plan.
All right.
All right. Volunteer to go. Tiffany? No.
Yes.
No. We should have one. We should have somebody else go first.
Well, I thought we're going to have them open them all together, and then they'll show them off.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise they're going to go, oh, I know what's in it now.
Fair enough. All right. Are we all going?
Yeah, go ahead and do a countdown.
Okay. Let's see here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, open them. Kraken, I see you. I'm getting the hang of that. He has the best countdowns. He is great. Shadow, we love having you here, and we're astronaut, and lots of other good people. Now, the fun thing about these boxes, if you saw, they had cardboard taped to the side because they were a quarter of an inch too short. The post office would not ship them. I had to actually put that on there. Les, good morning. Good to see you. Ooh.
All right, Molly likes.
Okay. So we're going to go around the table. Who are we? Where do we find ourselves normally if we're not playing here? Who are we playing tonight? And finally, what was in your box?
Also, do you have yours?
I have mine.
Excellent. All right.
I'll do mine last.
Okay.
Molly, do you want to kick off first, given that amazing reaction? Okay.
Okay, wait. I didn't hear what you said because I was getting a flashlight out so that I can show. Oh, you can't. It looks like the brightest of suns on here, but
so the usual introductions, and then the box is the last part.
Right. So I'm Molly, or Barely Molly, or Bear or Molly, whatever you prefer. And I do a lot of art on Twitter. I don't stream all too much anymore, but who knows? And I play Samantha Metal, who is a gnome artificer, which will make a lot more sense in a minute. But I just hit level 3, which means I am now a battlesmith artificer, which means I now have a steel defender who will be introduced today, which I'm very excited about. And last but not least, these incredible dice have gear cogs. Oh my god, you can't even see them. Is this what beauty gurus do? How do you get this? But they have cogs in them, and they're orange and blue Sam's hair. Oh, this is not doing it justice, but they're incredible. Thank you so much.
Now, to be fair, before we go any further, all props from this go to Tiffany's husband, Jeff, who has taken to making custom dice. Watch this space for more updates because I'm on his case to figure out how to make these dice available to more people because these are all custom made in small batches.
And I will add the first roll was an 18, so thank you, Jeff.
I want cool dice.
Polymorph, thank you for resubbing. 3 months, we're glad to have you here. And yes, we will figure out a way to get you hooked up as soon as he gets to whatever platform he's going to use. I will be plugging it left, right, and center. Speaking of right, to the right of Molly, we have Pond. You're up tonight.
Hello, I'm Pond. That other Pond is how I also go by. I don't know how I started this conversation, but here I am. And I play Aveline, the human fighter, and she is also level 3 now. So she has some superiority dice that she's going to be taking advantage of and taking many short rests now. It's going to be awesome. Just some power naps. And I'm really excited because these are so beautiful. I hope that you guys can kind of see it a little bit. Like there's like, it's kind of like a greenish with this like bright red for all the numbers here. And it's a little sparkly and it's very, very beautiful. My first roll was a 2, but I don't think that means anything. So it's really amazing. Thank you so much. So much. This is awesome. And they feel really nice, like high quality. You can tell that there's a lot of attention to detail put into these and just beautiful, beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go around the table. Tiffany?
Hi, I'm TS or Tiffany. I am playing Sibelia or Sib today. Your, resident human ranger. And my hubby be the one who did the dice because he'd be awesome. And being able to consult on the process was so cool. And by the way, he got these done in like November and has been like chomping at the bit for you all to open up. Mine are, I don't know if you can see them. They've got little convergence in them a little bit. They've got some green and brown in there. And then they're clear because she's all earthy ranger, urban ranger kind of thing. So anyway, I'm so glad you guys like him. He is super excited.
Okay, NLK, you're up.
And I am NLK or Nightlight Night, and I stream here on Twitch multiple times during the week. But for the Convergence, I am playing Katazar or Katie, who is a half-orc forge cleric. And her dice, I don't know how much you can see that now it gets too bright, but it's basically like a gray, cloudy gray that has some blue and pink splashed in here with the numbers being gold like her eyes. And my first roll was a 17. So, but no, they're awesome. Thank you so incredibly much. They're beautiful.
Which is as it should be. And then my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I play everybody else. And my dice, because for some reason they wanted to hook up the DM with really, really fancy, sparkly dice. You can't see because I use a green screen. Nope, that won't fix it either. But they're green sparklies with gold letters on them. So this is really, they're really slick. Good news for you, my opening roll was a 6. Looks like my luck isn't that great tonight. You might all live to see next session. Because it's getting hard to kill you off because not only do we have to replace your like character art, when you bring in a new character, we're going to have to replace your dice. You'll have to get a new set of dice to go with that new character. I'm not sure what's up with the commands tonight. Because I went to pop up our cast list and it did not pop. I'm not sure what's up with that. I may have lost my bot, which will make me sad if that is the case, because I am not I'm not positioned to have time to figure out where my bot went. So follow us on Twitter and you can find all these amazing people, and I'll make as sure as I can to help them find you. You know what? Let's just try turning it off and turning it back on again. Right? That usually fixes it. Usually. Okay, that fixed it. Whew. Now here comes a question we should address, the 5 of us, while the opening titles are rolling, which is, do we use our new dice tonight and just tell everybody what we rolled, or do we stay with the dice roller where everyone can see what we rolled? So we're gonna delve into that during the opening titles. Before we do the opening titles, we also need to give thanks to our sponsor this week, Outer Dork, who is a former student in my school. No, of mine too. I had him in physics, if I recall correctly. Has been a fan of Dungeons and Dragons since that first year of teaching I had back 25 years ago, and was very adamant that he not have anything other than to sponsor a great game with some classic D&D elements. And we get close to our mid-break, he's going to ask everybody on the channel to plug something. Since he has no stream to plug, he wanted it to be a traditional episode with like some classic dungeon crawler kind of elements. And then he'd like to hear from everyone on the channel what they would like to be promoting. So that was his request, and we can totally do that. So, by way of recap, previously on the Convergence. Wow, there's a lot of things that have happened. Highlights. At one point, you stole a saddle from the Imperial Dragoons. You were handed a convergence shard by a guy who was immediately assassinated by some group. That group was probably the New Blades, who you've been clashing swords with ever since. You conned the Imperial Dragoons by giving them an illusion of a convergence shard to get them to go away and forgive you for stealing the saddle, which they didn't know you stole, but they suspected it heavily because you're the ones that brought it back. You then set off on a journey to the north. You found the New Blades. They got slaughtered by a bunch of cannibalistic gnolls. Then you fought some gnolls and you beat them, which was good. You also rescued a woman who looked remarkably like a woman that Aveline had a very brief relationship. There we go. Had a very brief that with several years ago. Turns out they weren't the same person, because apparently in these multiple realities that are collapsing, there are duplicates of people. Unspoken at the time, but spoken now, the fact that there's another version of Sam somewhere in the universe, perhaps on this actual plane, should be slightly terrifying. But she's out there, perhaps somewhere. There could actually be an infinite number of Sams throughout the multiverse, some of which have collapsed into Reality Prime and some of which have not. You set out to explore a potential... You set out to figure out who was trying to get this convergence shard. You found them. They were a gnome who knew how to reverse convergence events. After some debate, it was decided that you were going to help him by getting him a device which would let him make an infinitely small hole in a convergence shard and then channel that energy out to push the reality back to its original state. What could possibly go wrong? Did I leave anything out? Samception? Oh, that's kind of scary. All the Sams get to... Oh, God. Let's see. Okay, we got to keep moving before probably more really derails things. All right. If that about covers it, then I think we should run the opening titles and kick the game off. Here we go. If I can find a button.
We are warriors to the very end. We must stay strong. Together we will win. In the universe there is darkness. Danger lurks. Together we will win. The Convergence.
So amazing though.
He had so much fun doing those.
And
He specially ordered those because he's like, they gotta have cogs.
they're like iridescent coppery gold.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
And he had so much fun getting Aveline's stripe to kind of work.
It came out so good. It's a lot easier to see like in the photo I post on the Discord. Like, yeah, they're
Cool.
just like super. Oh, I like.
Clearly, I didn't give enough time to talk about the dice before I started the episode up.
Well, I was still like reacting. I
know, I feel
I was
bad
like,
because-
it's cool.
Here's the good news is we have agreed we are going to use math rocks tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and just take it off the page so we're not even looking at it until we get tired of using the math rocks, which I don't think is going to happen tonight. Although full disclosure, I am going to be using the computer for a lot of the NPC dice rolling because I always do that because there's just too many dice for all the NPCs. But just the math rocks. So you found yourselves, we really did not establish exactly what your plan was going to be when we last left. The agreement was that Ted was going to stay with Helena and attempt to make some sort of device that would give you an idea of if the convergence reversal had worked. She has her surveillance knowledge. She has her work with the Watchers Guild. He has his knowledge of the convergence events and all other things. The question now becomes, I'm assuming then he's not coming with you. You'd rather have him working on that. Plus, it's a good way to make sure Sam doesn't stab him in his sleep. Because that could lead to some drama. Which, don't get me wrong. It would be a very interesting drama. I would just put, Pond and Molly up together on the channel, and the rest of us could take off for 45 minutes. And then see how that plays out. I don't think it would stop her. No, I just want to let them have the aftermath. There would be aftermath. Which then raises the question, are you taking the shard with you, or are you simply setting off for this place called the Arbor of Anne?
We
I think
have to have the shard to make it work, right?
Correct.
Okay. And did we gave it to we don't have it. Didn't we have?
Correct.
I delivered it to your brother.
Right. So should we all go to
Well,
him or?
I think it's probably on the way.
Okay.
So
It wasn't far.
Okay.
right, or where we were originally, we have to go get the particle accelerator. That's our next step. So
So maybe we leave it with Sean and go
And
get
maybe
the
we can
particle.
come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Loop de loop lol,
That sounds good. I like that. Because I
We-
also don't like running around with the shard. Seems like a disaster.
Yeah, I feel like we should not have it on our person for
Yeah.
as long as possible.
I think it's more that having the two together might be a little interesting.
Oh,
I
the
just
particle
feel like we're gonna
accelerator
get it
and
stolen or lost or I
You're-
don't know.
Your brother's not going to have a problem keeping it, is he?
Is there a way we
No.
can check in on him at all? Like a little, oh hello,
Wellness check.
messenger pigeon.
Yeah, there you go. Let's check the messenger.
I only have slide into DMs, which is only 120 feet away. I do.
It was farther than that.
I
Question.
don't have like a sending spell or anything like that. So he's, out of reach.
So it's probably not, right? So with our level up, I now have the ability to have locate object, but it has to be within 1,000 feet, which I'm guessing it is not within 1,000 feet of us.
I don't think so. I think it's farther than that.
Yeah, it's more than 1,000
Okay.
feet. 1,000 feet's
Okay.
a fifth of a mile. So
I'm not a math person, but I'm just going to assume that that is not
not
where
yet.
we are.
It's
so
not real far.
okay, so then never mind.
Okay.
Wait. 10.
We do have that as an option once we get close enough.
Yeah. Sean's pretty he's the most reliable of the siblings, which is why I sent it to him. I think it should be okay.
I feel like most reliable of the siblings is kind of grading on a curve, though, isn't it?
I mean, there are 19 siblings, so
A lot of siblings.
it's a pretty good group.
That's a crowded Thanksgiving table and fun at holidays.
Whoa.
I'll just wait till their kids show up.
Wait until the cousins and the aunts, and then their kids, and then
Where do you
the
find a big enough
grandkids.
turkey? Wait, how many turkeys do you use?
It's a lot. Well, we're small, so it's like 3 large turkeys.
Thanksgiving. Everybody, wait. Wouldn't the turkeys be bigger than you guys?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
it
an
like a-
event.
duel to the death?
Yeah.
1 year, you're missing a cousin. The turkeys won that year. It's fascinating.
It's the turkey
family,
arena.
Sam.
It's the turkey arena.
Yeah.
2 enter, 1 leaves. Turkey Thunderdome.
1,000 is 3 football fields in a row.
Thank you, Shadow. I can envision that.
Yes. That's a good... I was trying to mentally get to that, and then I just stopped trying after a while.
So yeah, so I think that's our plan. We're gonna go get the particle accelerator, and then on the way back, try to grab the shard.
Where's the particle accelerator at again?
Ted told us where it was.
Yes, it was
We needed to get the
under, it
atom
was under a
collider.
building, wasn't it?
Was it
Yeah.
at an observatory? Where was this? I don't even remember.
I like that of all the notes, I didn't actually write that down.
I know.
I got all sorts of wacky notes, but
I
nothing
just have-
useful.
Lots of atoms colliding with one another. Who is Adam?
I got some
I
fun
just have
quotes.
TED Talk.
We have TED Talk.
It's my only note.
I have some very random quotes.
Yeah, I don't think that he actually told us where it was. Hey,
I
Ted.
know it's underground, isn't it?
Wasn't Ted said he was going to give us a map?
Oh, that's
wasn't
right.
he?
See, I like maps.
He was going to
Sounds good
give us
idea.
a map since he was not going to come with us. He was going to give us a map to the location.
Okay.
Right. It's actually not terribly hard to find. It's a matter of following a couple of major roads until you find your way to where the old university was. And then it's a matter of making your way into the underground facilities there. You've got kind of a rough sketch of what you're looking for, but for the most part, if it looks really important and technical, it might be the thing you're going after.
Okay.
He was going to draw us a picture too. Or no. We ripped out a page from his notebook.
Yes.
Right.
So we have a picture. And I think we were going to copy it. So just in case some of us
Yeah.
didn't make it or some
Yeah.
of us lost
I have
it,
plenty
we
of
would
paper,
all
yeah.
have a sketch of what we are going for.
Okay.
We had planned this thing because
You're planners.
so super planners.
We're so ready for this.
So ready.
Also, I had a sip of some of Ted's Red Bull last
Oh, no.
night,
Good
and I've been up since 4 a.m., guys, and look what I made. And it's just a 6-foot constructed vending machine that I have found somewhere outside with like JB strapped to the top like his little gumball head. JB got an upgrade, guys.
JB be bigger.
It looks a lot like the Coca-Cola robot, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. that was like I think it was in Japan, but if you Google Coca-Cola robot, that's exactly kind of what it looks like.
So does it have, so it's just like vending machine, JB kind of somehow attached to the top?
Yeah, like as the head on the top part.
Sam, is it okay if I give JB a face? When he was just a little floating ball, it was not a problem, but now, can I give him a face?
Please, yeah, sure.
Alright.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna, what color would his face be, do you think?
I
Red?
feel like you should pick the color.
All right, so I'm going to take out my a can of spray paint, and I'm going to choose red to go with the theme, and I'm going to very carefully psst, 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 and give him a smiley face. I can always add angry eyebrows if we want to.
Ooh, I love him. And then I go, JB, and I like hug him, but as I do, like the lights turn on because he's just been like sitting there, and it like whirs to life, and like kind of like his little arms, he's got like the little like C-shaped pinchers.
Yes, he definitely needed a face. I'm glad that I added that before he started moving.
Yeah.
Evelyn like slightly backs up, just a little startled. Still glad she's taller than it though.
There's like a loud whirring noise, and then he just like dispenses a candy bar that's probably moldy.
Do candy bars mold? I'm not sure if that's a thing that can happen. Probably
It looks like he's happy to see you, Aveline. He's giving you a
Hello.
gift.
It's just a giant brick, like, smiling at you. The paint's, like, dripping.
He
The
very
smile is
hesitantly
dripping
takes
down a
the
little
chocolate
bit.
bar and as like surprisingly quickly like steps away. Like she's not scared though. Don't ask her that.
Oh, I think he likes you, Pond. Or, I'm sorry, Evelyn. Pond, too.
Aw.
He likes everybody.
Yes.
Katie's gonna kind of go around to him and like give him a firm like smack on the back, like good robot.
He just dispenses, like, a ton of gum. When
Oh, sorry. So did I make him throw
No,
up?
he's fine. He's still
Okay.
recalibrating.
Okay. Katie's gonna like put her hand behind her back and like slowly like kind of step back. Sorry.
It's just staying over there. She's good.
Okay. Do you guys... I feel like I probably shouldn't talk to these people. Maybe we tell them we're leaving, or... I don't know.
Where are they? So I think where we had left off, we had come out of the tree, but are Ted and Helena still up in the tree?
As of now, unless you need them down with you, yes, they're still up, chilling out, doing their, they've said their goodbyes, and you are on your way.
All right. I think Katie will probably kind of call up, just being like, we're going now. Bye. Just gonna set off, I guess, following the map.
One more set of goodbyes.
I
So
guess,
you're following
sure.
the map, or are you heading over to check in on Sean?
The map.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get the percolator? Particle Accelerator.
Percolator. Or might get some coffee.
We're just gonna put the convergence in a percolator.
Sam, we're not introducing Sam to coffee and Red Bull.
I'm literally
That is not
sitting
safe
on
for
top.
anybody.
I'm sitting on top of this new JB, just like shaking. Like,
I'm gonna take my canteen of water. Just be like, Sam, you need to drink some water, please. Oh, I guess it's still it's because I'm still taller, so it's more just like here.
yeah.
So we're kind of like eye level now. That's nice.
Yeah. So I think, like, if he's 6 feet, I definitely feel like I can ride up, like, sit on top of 3 feet. That's like a kid on someone's shoulders, right? Like, not a mount, obviously. This thing can't move very fast.
Does it have? It has a regular move, right? Like it's just normal.
He has a speed of 40 feet.
Okay, so that's
That's faster than I am.
faster than most of you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just know that I have small legs, so I cannot move very fast.
Yeah, comparison. Your fighter moves at
30.
30. Yeah. So I
Oh.
mean, you're in pretty good shape. Like
Okay.
he can outrun you, but he's not like a horse at a gallop level or
Yeah.
anything. But he can definitely walk along with you and kind of keep things going as they go. Homemade stepdad. I'm not sure that's totally wrong.
But she already has a dad.
I do have a dad.
Big brother, homemade big brother.
We're like a lovely fridge.
Or something.
Yeah, Sam doesn't really have that type of relationship or attachment to stuff. It's very much
think
still a
so.
tool, right?
I do think she cares about the things she creates more than most people, but she doesn't care for most people anyway, so the bar's not high.
True. Oh, he's thinking about carrying the kid on your shoulders.
Oh, I see.
that-
Yes,
that
it's very,
jives.
it very looks like a kid at Disneyland. I mean, I even have like the buns, so it's like the Mickey Mouse ears.
I have nothing to add to that. Ugh. Okay, so the map's going to take you kind of through a somewhat desolate collection of overgrown houses, shopping centers, relatively tightly packed for the most part. So your first fairly solid day's journey is just following along different pathways, broken up concrete, passing houses that have been reclaimed by trees and other things. It's not uncommon to think you see something moving or you hear something like shuddering around behind some ruins. But for the most part, any investigation you attempt, it really doesn't bring up much other than critters. Perhaps you might spot a couple of herd of large deer that if you feel a need to eat something fresh tonight, hunting's not going to be terribly hard. It's a good time of year for that too. We are in the fall, so the trees are well into that changeover from the greens to the bright oranges, reds, and browns. And for the better part of the afternoon, you almost forget what your mission is, just given the beauty of the land around you. There's a bit of a crispness to the air when you make your first camp. By best estimations, it should take about 4 days on foot to get you there. That's assuming you press that's 6 hours of walking per day. You are welcome to speed that up if you'd like. I just need to know that's your plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Do we want to speed up? I mean,
Jen,
I mean, why?
we're enjoying nature.
yeah, like we don't really have like a deadline, you know?
Yeah, I mean, other than like, I know you guys want to go home, but I feel
Right.
like there's also things to talk about as a group, like where we left off with like this testing of the convergence, and is everyone cool with that? And now that we're away from maybe Helena and Ted, like are we all comfy cozy with this idea, or
Well, you did bring up the knolls and how that is potentially uncomfortable. I was wondering if you were thinking on that further, I guess.
I've lived with Katie for a while now, and she's taught me a lot about the ethics and morals of things. I think that this is a great leap forward scientifically, but the cost of life could be great.
Yes, I mean, Katie, I think we talked about this the last time, but like Katie is definitely not okay with sacrificing potentially like an entire planet or, other thing with,
I mean, possibly sacrificing.
But Ted said that he didn't know. And there's not really a way to know.
Yeah, there's no way to know. There's no guarantee to any of this.
And I know that he said that he was going to try to find a way to test it or do something where the gnolls wouldn't be at risk. But as much as we may not like them, they have their own cultures, they have their own lives. Just because we are at odds with them does not mean that we get to decide their fate. That is not for us to. Unlike Ted trying to pretend like it, we are not gods.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up. Is there perhaps we could have asked Helena this, or we can ask when we return, but is there a planet where a convergence happened where seemingly no life has come over, where we can send the device that with it to see if it survived? I haven't been here very long, but I'm not sure if anyone has heard of that.
Well, if Helena is part of the observers, watchers, what? I don't remember.
Watchers.
Have I ever heard of that happening? I don't think I would have. But
Okay, that's a good question. Sib probably has not heard. Roll me a history.
Unless it was really
Roll me a
long
history
ago.
check. You know what? Let's use a math rock.
All right.
First one.
The dice!
Let's do it.
16. Because I got a 17 and a -1. Because I am not smart.
I love how the expert in local history has a -1 in it.
Beautiful.
That bodes
I've got
so
negatives
well
and
for the
some
group.
weird stuff. You know.
It's 12 for the teenager.
I have a +3 to history.
I still got a 16. That's still pretty good.
Yeah. It's something that if it happened, it hasn't happened in this part of the world, but it has definitely, like, you've heard stories about, like, convergence happening, and the net result is that a mountain disappears. But no one's entirely sure, like, they didn't hear of anyone coming out of it. They didn't see new people. They didn't see any new animals, per se.
This is something, if it happened way up north, would have had it. Because they're wacky enough to mess around with this stuff. But not around here, that I know of. So I don't know.
Well, again, once we return, we can talk to Helena, who, with the Watchers, they must know something. And I know that Ted might see that as a waste of the convergence, but again, we are not gods. And to risk an entire or part of an entire civilization and possibly an entire planet.
It'll be fair. I mean, not a god or terribly religious, but we don't actually know if any of those, planets still exist. We don't
I
know if
desperately hope that it does.
I hope so too, and I totally think so. But it could go the other way.
That's why I want to send that recording device through. That's what they're staying back to work on, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
That's why I want to send the recording device through. If we can find a way to possibly maybe we can get all the gnolls out of that area here, and maybe it won't suck them through. But I think there was part of the, and DM, correct me if I'm wrong, did the slideshow say, oh, and my camera got blurry. Did the slideshow say that the planet would blow up, or that all the people trying to go through would be destroyed in Ted's thing?
Talk.
Sorry, I know it's like putting you on the spot.
No. I'm racking my brain. If I recall correctly, when Ted explained it to you, for the most part, the goal was to take off that piece of reality from Reality Prime and reattach it to its old reality and restore the old reality. He did concede the point that if there's a mistake in the calculations, it's possible that both the piece you pull off and the old reality will simply cease to exist.
Right, because his theory is that the old reality is like suspended in time
Until it gets
like
its
it's
piece back.
frozen.
Yep.
Okay.
But that's like not just the planet, that's reality. That's their existence.
The universe.
But to be fair, and this is Sam and also kind of me, if they are suspended in time, they are not moving forward. So they cease to exist moving forward now. They can no longer move forward through time, so therefore they can no longer exist through time. So, and this is me playing Ted's advocate. Is it not good to try to restore them through any means? Because is it really existing to no longer be able to move forward and exist? To live in a parallel or a limbo? Oh, a limbo. Oh, purgatory. Ooh, you're religious. You must know. You must know of a purgatory. That's somewhat the same thing.
Understand this concept?
Did you ever play a game called Statues?
No.
That's what this is. So when we were growing up, you played this game called Statues, and you would go around in the backyard or field or wherever you had some space, whatever kids you could kind of find. And you'd have one that was a museum director. I don't actually know what that is. It's like a tour guide, I guess. I don't know. And everybody else would have to go spread themselves around. You always played it late at night. And everybody'd freeze. And the tour guide would have to make up stories about all these statues that you were walking through. And then as people went by, the statues would try and like scare them, but they could only come alive if people had walked past and weren't looking. So they would so we're gonna, I mean, so those planets are statues, and we've got to send people past them to get them to wake it up again. Okay, it's not a great analogy.
I understand.
Not a weird childhood.
I guess what I'm saying is it better to no longer be able to have experiences and live, but to be frozen, than to no longer exist? They're somewhat the same thing, if you think about it.
But the
certain way.
gnolls that have come through the Convergence event are alive.
Yes.
And with the possibility of sending them back, that would be the most ideal. But if it destroys everything, then that whole civilization would be wiped out. You know, it's... Katie is processing a lot from this because now she's like finally understanding what's going on, because now she's understanding what has possibly happened with her own reality as well. So there is a lot going through. So she is fumbling for words at this point.
This isn't, we don't have to come to a conclusion now. We have a lot of things to do and to collect, but perhaps maybe this will widen the spectrum of thought.
It definitely has. I feel like I need more assurance that we are not going to wipe an entire reality out of existence.
Understood.
I understand, Sam. I understand what you are saying, and I agree that being frozen in time and not able to move forward is not living, is not life. But if that is the case, and the gnolls who have been brought here are alive, and the option is to either possibly kill them all, make it so that they never existed, versus having a small group being alive and being able to flourish. I don't know.
I don't necessarily know if the gnolls who are here and moving forward through time would perish. I don't know unless they are inside. The cooking timer went off at the worst time. I don't know if unless they're inside this convergence circle. If they're outside of it, I don't think they would go through. Because it's just that, right? It's just that part being picked up and moved. It's not vacuuming them in and sending
like
them.
it's just within that circle thing.
So maybe there's a way to use Ted's influence to ask them, all those who would like to make the free will choice to go through can, and those who wish to stay can stay.
Out of curiosity, if we're doing this and the gnolls happen to come in to attack, can we just send them back?
Oh.
Counts as self-defense at that point. I mean, I'm not recommending it necessarily. Y'all are the smarter ones, but
right,
I'm just saying.
I don't know how the patent pending machine works. If they attack us and one of us gets knocked a certain distance from it, does that mean if the convergence happens, then we are then sent to the gnoll world?
That is what if we are not in the safety bubble.
But I don't know how that patent pending. It's pending. It's not a patent yet, so I don't know how.
He's registered it. It just hasn't been fully recognized. In as much as the patent
by
office
the college
he has to file it with is in a different reality.
Right.
Yes. So I don't know how that works.
We will have to ask Ted once we get back.
Truly, that is what makes me the most nervous, to be honest, because I don't know how that machine works. And we have to be in the center of the It's not like we can hop out if things go wrong. That's a bit of a sprint.
Yes. Also, wouldn't the machine be stuck there?
I think he's sorry. This
No,
is
go ahead.
NLK, not Katie.
Yeah.
I think he said that the safety bubble would be able to, didn't he?
Yeah, stay.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like a little cutout in the center
there's a
that
knob.
would stay. Yeah.
There's a knob.
There's a knob that establishes that zone of non-transference. In theory.
As someone with a very old car and the knob falls off a lot of the volume, this does concern me.
Just means he can't. If the knob falls off, doesn't mean the radio stops working. It means you can't change the volume without a pair of pliers. Come on, we've all
Just hit
done
it
that,
a couple
haven't we?
times. It'll be fine. Just whack it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the only person who kept a pair of vice grips in the cup holder so that you could change the radio station.
No, I literally have a pencil for my cassette player, and I have a pair of pliers in my car. But yes,
yeah, totally normal.
Does this? So, I'm trying to follow along with everyone, and this means that if there are people from, let's say, the gnolls who care about other gnolls that they don't know are on this planet, and they go back home, they're separated forever.
Yes, I believe so. But that's why
If we could figure out
this
that's
device
why-
that I'm having them create back there, this recording device, if we send it through the nulls and it's able to even last a couple of minutes or seconds, that'd be valuable data. And maybe from that data, I can create something that can send a message for longer. It's theoretical, but it's
patent pending.
maybe possible. And then maybe the gnolls could contact their smaller gnoll friends from time to time and let them know they're okay.
That is very sweet. It's a very sweet idea.
Theoretically, though.
I understand. Patent pending.
Yeah.
But I think until we get to that point, we should get the Adam. Who is Adam? I still don't understand. Why?
Very small.
He is very small?
You can't see. It's very small. He's very small.
Smaller than you.
Yeah, but he makes up everything. He is everything and nothing at the same time.
So Adam is a god. Some kind of. Gods are not all that way.
Sure. Yeah.
I will take your word for it, Sam.
I don't know how to explain this to you, so it is a god.
I'm starting to know what all those first-year chemistry teachers feel like. Yeah. Oh, good point. Fallout 4, Children of Adam. That was a thing.
It was.
Definitely a thing. Before I start looking at what happens in the night, what's your watch schedule look like at this point?
JB doesn't need to sleep, so I think I'll just have him sit up with whoever's up.
I'm happy to go be up because this conversation is, yeah, I got nothing bad here.
Yeah, I'll take like third watch or whatever.
I'll take a second then if Sib is taking first.
Okay. As you each take your various watches, look around the campsite you've established. Long shadow, the night comes upon you. You can hear things moving about as life has started to reclaim this part of the realm. Most of the residents clearly have moved in towards the Imperial City, having abandoned their spaces out here. And for the most part, it's small critters that you can detect. Katie in particular is going to have a rough night's sleep. That she gets caught up in this dream where she's back up on the dunes. I guess best way to describe it, surfing. That's what it sounds like you described it. It sounds like it's like a windsurfer.
Think the beginning of Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
With Jim. Yeah.
Up and down
Sand
the
surfer.
dunes.
Yep.
Which, given that in that reality, this whole area is pretty much just dunes and just coastlines with small inland seas that let you get up to some heights and coming down. And towards the end of a really good run along one of the dunes, Katie looks back over her shoulder and just sees that green glow again chasing her. And tries to outrun it, and only just as it hits is when she wakes up and looks around and feels immediately that chill of that real light layer of dew that collected while she was sleeping. Otherwise, it's a relatively uneventful night. You can break camp and set out again. Does anyone have any housekeeping business to attend to before they take to the road?
I don't think so.
Well, while we're setting up, Katie is, she's kind of still like rattled from the dream a little bit. But she is going to do the her artisan's blessing. No, sorry, not the artisan's blessing. The blessing of the forge. Sib, may I see your bow? And I'm going to cast Blessing of the Forge on Sib's bow. And so it's a +1 to attack and damage rolls until the end of the day, until our next long rest.
That is a good buff.
You said to attack and damage rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you.
really good buff.
Just gonna hold it and pet it.
Also, a bit of housekeeping. So I have forgotten with the level up, I have forgotten the infusion homunculus servant. And that's returned to replicate magical item. And I have created a bag of holding again out of Mr. Freezy.
Okay. That works. Also taking a second to update too. Y'all got more hit points too. You're not as squishy as you used to be.
Not quite.
He said, fully planning to
Oh,
test
kinda.
that at some point. I don't know, 20, it's solid. It's not a burrito of holding. That sounds like it would be very difficult to eat.
Well,
We
no,
had
if
it
it's a
in our
burrito of
game.
holding, it means you get to hold it really securely. Because you're holding.
A burrito with an infinite, potentially nearly infinite amount of food in it. That sounds very...
That is going to make burrito eating contests much, much tougher.
Yeah, I'm going to go that's...
Also, Rob, I might have a question for after stream, but I did gain an ability called the right tool for the job
Okay,
at 3rd level.
okay.
But I think I need to ask this. I don't know how that works in this world.
Magically create one set of artisan's tools in an occupied space. So basically that just means that if somebody needs tools to do something and you have an hour to prep, you can make sure you have the tools handy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's the perk of that is that at any time, if a tool is needed, you will have the right tool.
Okay.
It just might take you some time to get everything prepped and organized.
Tools have always been super confusing to me in D&D, so I might have to ask questions about that. But
It is one thing they don't. I screw up rules with tools and proficiencies far more often than I should be admitting at this stage.
there's like a million different sets of tools, and I don't understand what they're for.
If you have the right tool for the job, you get an addition to your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Is my understanding. Yeah.
I do also, and we can talk about this after as well. I just leveled up my level. I didn't do anything with my hit points. Do I need to do something with the hit points?
Your hit points went up.
I know they did go up, but I didn't do anything else.
If you have it set
Okay.
to standard array, D&D Beyond automatically adds it.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Just wanted to double check that.
Got you at your big old 24,
We're great.
as it should be, and an armor class of 18.
Hell yeah. I'm a tanky.
How did you get to that? Oh, because of the shield.
Yep.
That's right. I have to get that shield off of you.
Don't you let. I'll fight you.
Oh, don't forget the
Circlet.
infusions people. You have the circlet. Who has the throwing axe? Right? The returning. Okay,
Aveline
you have the
does.
returning axe. I don't remember what infusions people have. I have defense. A plus to defense, a returning weapon, a mind, and then the bag of holding. I have 4. So, does anyone know who has the defense up? I think Aveline, do you have, or not Aveline, Sib, you have the defense up then?
I don't remember.
I
know-
have a magic
have-
bonus for that for my AC, right?
Yeah,
I think that we did.
I
think
didn't think I
Aveline
had
has
one.
the defend and the axe.
Okay.
I have the concentration
Right.
thingy that shocks me that I don't know about yet.
Right. Did Aveline have the returning?
Yep.
Because
Yes.
she's got the returning.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure because I know we found this out later, but I can only have those 4 things only one at a time, except for the magical items. I can have 2 at a time.
To be fair,
but
I
that-
do want to find chainmail, so you can drop that once I do.
Well then, wait. Can we switch that to Sib, then, like the defense, or is that what you're saying? You want to switch your defense to chainmail? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Well,
once
she doesn't
I
have
just
the
don't
chainmail
have
yet.
any.
Oh,
So once
okay,
I find
okay.
some, I will. Sid can totally have my leather armor.
Okay.
I just picture us now collecting pop tops and like weaving them together to make you a
Oh
suit of
yeah,
armor.
can I work a little bit during our long rest over the 4 days to like make pop top chainmail?
I can help with that.
I have a soda machine. Can I pull all the tabs off and make pop top chainmail?
Okay, so
I
I'm
can't believe that we just came
I
up
have
with
the
that.
right tool for the job, Rob. I have the right tool for the job, Rob.
okay. So, but do you?
I'm sorry. This is so bad.
That's hilarious.
All I'm going to put out there on this particular front is, but do you have the training for making? Wait, time.
Yes, she would. I would be able to teach her.
You're telling me Sam has the patience to make chainmail?
It's a tedious task. Have you ever seen somebody with like who works on a small tedious task? They go through it. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding? Especially on a sugar rush? Have you ever crocheted on a sugar rush? You will
I mean,
have
someone does have to drink the soda that is being opened from.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, it's me. It's for sure me. And I'm just sitting
Basically,
there
Katie just
shaking.
uses her shield to hold Sam down because she's like vibrating at this point.
I just think at this point it is not gonna look like normal armor.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's also
No,
It's
it's
gonna be like a weird Batman cape with cowl. It's
Yeah.
gonna be totally useless.
the physics guy in me is also a little bit on the chicken wire chainmail. It's also
I didn't say it was good. I
you
mean,
could make it, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as effective as you think it is, because part of the effectiveness of chainmail comes, tell you what, let's just pin it, because you're not going to have it made within the next 4 days anyways.
Okay. Okay.
Dodged a bullet there. I think. I mean, Les, you do not get
I
in on
do
this.
have the heat metal spell as well, so I can melt things. So
Like,
I can
yeah, the
melt the
help
soda
action.
cans
Me
into.
and Katie.
Sorry. Not in 4 days. Not in 4 days.
no, definitely not. But it does make me want to ask Katie later on as we're doing our continuous walking. So you're a forge cleric?
Yes.
What do you do? I mean, do you like fake letters?
No, forge as in the type of forge Mackenzie had. The very hot where you heat and make armor and swords and that sort of thing. The cleric part of it, I am still learning. My mother was the cleric, and since coming here, I have now been tasked with that. And so I saw her, do the rituals and everything like that. But I made armor, I made swords, I made things as we needed them. We needed parts for our ships. We needed, things like that. The things that I made were not fancy. They were not pretty. They were functional. And so, but you know, my my tribe worshipped the god of the forge, and the forge god blessed us very well.
So if we made a pop top chainmail thing, could you do anything with that? I don't know, make it stronger or forgeize it.
I would have to have the materials to do that. The pop tops themselves, at least from what I can see about the metal, it would provide some very basic coverage. But I mean, if you get hit with a sword, a pop top, it might take off a small bit of the damage, but the damage will still be done. We need to strengthen it, and I just don't have the materials here.
Oh, no, obviously.
Mhm.
I'm just, just brainstorming, thinking about it.
No, but I could use the blessing of the forge that I put on your bow. I could put that technically on the pop top, so that would make it a slightly bit stronger, but it would still not guarantee that Sam would not be cleaved in two if we came across someone who can wield a sword like Aveline. Which no one can actually wield a sword like you, Aveline. But I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Patent pending.
Is that just what we say when something is cool? Is that
No, it's when something is not. Sam called it some hypo.
Okay.
Something. But
You make
patent
something-
pending.
Hypothalamus?
You don't want anybody else to make it.
I don't know what that
Put a
is,
patent
Sam.
on it.
Yes.
It's like
So,
a lock. Sort of.
Ted said it.
Hey, we're going to this university, right? And you have made armor before, Katie.
Yes.
Maybe you can help me try to locate the materials we would need, and then I could help you find the right tool, and maybe we can break it down and create something.
I have the right tool, right?
Oh, I mean, for the finer of details, I have very small fingies for the fine details.
That is true. I would not be able to, with you being as small as you are, it would be very hard to craft something well for someone so small. Now, we did it for our children, but our children were also bigger than you. So it would just take some finessing. It would take a little bit for me to figure out.
Also, aren't we making it for Aveline?
Yes.
Oh, we're making it for Aveline.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
so
we
it's a
could
lot
definitely
bigger.
do that. We will just, I thought we were making this for you.
No.
Okay.
I
I've
am just
chopped in half almost too many times.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
for Aveline, not a problem. Not a problem. We just need the materials, but the materials will be heavy. So we will just have to be able to carry the atom collider particle accelerator and the necessary materials.
I have Mr. Freezy for that.
Then we just need the materials. Would a college have such materials?
I mean, they've got to have something.
Depends
It's
on
we're
the type
going
of
to like
college, I
I
suppose.
thought that colleges had books.
a sciencey. I feel like we're going to a lab of some type. They've got to have some type of metals in this building.
Maybe.
I'm sure I've heard they've got a variety of stuff. And museums.
I mean, what are lockers made out of?
I wonder if they would have
Steel most of the time. I
chainmail
think.
Right?
in a museum.
We'll
What is
be
a
able to find
museum?
something.
It's a thing that people put stuff in that they want you to go through and tell them how cool it is. Yes. I'll show you when we get there.
Why would they not show you themselves? I am learning that it is just better to wait and see, because this
It is easier than explaining sometimes. I think you'll like it, actually. You might.
It sounds. I would like to see this museum.
I think it's a place for dead people to show off their cool stuff after they're dead.
So it's a tomb, like a
no,
catacomb,
well,
like
no. Okay.
Are there dead people that could then come alive again?
I mean,
No,
sometimes
seen that
there's
happen.
dead people in there.
Yeah, but the ones that are dead have been dead for a very, very long time. from what I
Sometimes it
understand.
does not matter how long they've been dead. Sometimes, I mean, you saw the skeleton gnolls, right? There was
Yeah.
Would
nothing
really not like
holding
to
them
encounter this.
together.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't come alive yet. Maybe the museum protects them so they don't come alive.
Oh, that is possible. They could do some
One
sort of
those
spell.
You know what?
things?
It's kind of like a really weird closet that's organized, and you have people pay to go in.
So you go
I'm
into
not
the-
wrong.
You go into the closet.
Yeah. So it's a big building. Like, you got a lot of stuff, right? So it's a big building, and then you've got weird stuff, but it all kind of goes together. Like, you've got these pictures and maybe fancy furniture. Sometimes dead people, but special dead people, not the dead people that like just died. I don't know. I haven't figured out why some dead people get in and not others. I guess they have stories. Interesting stories equal dead people in museum. Maybe. But then you charge a fee, which makes it
You pay to see dead
cooler.
people
Well, and stuff like
and their stuff
well,
of
it's not
dead
that
people.
dead people stuff. Usually, sometimes it depends. There's these things called exhibits, and so it'd be like the shoe portion of your closet. So everything in that exhibit has the shoes. Trust me. It'll make sense when we get there.
We will see when we get there. I have no idea what you are talking about.
No, that's fair.
I am
The
I
road
think I
that
might
you're
have lost
as you continue along, the map that Ted has provided you takes you out of this suburban landscape, what's left of it, and you go up a slight incline and find yourselves on a massive open thoroughfare, easily 50 feet wide, of just broken concrete. Grass is starting to grow up in the middle of it. There's a patch of grass and various wood posts every probably 4 or 5 feet. On the sides of it, there's a bit of a down slope where the grass is starting to kind of creep its way up. Knee deep was a little bit of an exaggeration. There are a few holes here and there in the concrete, but without the oversized trucks driving on the Michigan roads, surprisingly, they hold up really well when you actually enforce load limits. Sorry. Didn't mean to diss on MDOT there, except that I did because they can't keep the roads in any kind of shape, which makes us the laughingstock of the Midwest. Sorry, didn't mean to do that either. Anyway, fair enough. But rather than traveling through that kind of ruins, according to the sketch you have from Ted, it's now pretty much just a matter of following these larger thoroughfares. Nice open space, lots of room around you. The trees are still there, but they're, back a bit, starting to creep their way towards over the last couple of decades, but nothing substantial. You've been at this, it's coming up in mid-afternoon, and as you come up over a hill, you can see at the top of the next hill, there's a massive structure built across the road. It's a metal lattice work. And what you've learned are cars seem to be piled across the road under it in a form of road, basically a form of like a battlement or wall of some kind.
That doesn't look good.
I bet we could scavenge these car for parts.
You think it's the right kind of metal?
There's got to be something sturdy in there, right? These were big.
Well, that's not chain though. That's plate.
Yeah, but if we can get the material to melt down to then create the little hoops that then we can put together.
On the way back, I think we
Like a
should
bag
get
of
over.
holding.
But if we don't
Doesn't it get
come
heavy?
this way,
I'm just saying.
also, would we be able to fit any part of the car? Katie's just looking at this contraption.
I mean, if we Aveline, you're good at slicing things.
I am. You want me to slice these metal carriages?
Yeah, like if we can get a strip as wide as Mr. Freezy, I can fit about 500 to 600 pounds of materials. And I think you don't need that much to cover your entire body. I think if we took like a door or something, it'd be fine, right?
We would probably need. Would I know how much metal would be needed to make?
You could
Shame.
probably suss it out once you got close enough.
Okay.
Now, as you start to approach, you notice a couple of things about this wall, for lack of a better word, across the road. There are people at it.
Oh.
There's one of them is sitting on top of what we would call a truck. That's the middle blocking the road. There's at least two more that you can see that are either climbing up and down the sides of that structure or leaning up against it. And there's one on horseback that kind of rides back and forth in front of it and then goes off and down onto the side and looks, as you kind of start to come up, generally bored. As you get a little bit closer and at first it seemed like a trick of the light. But the horse is actually one of the celestial mounts you've seen earlier.
Arnold's pants.
You knew I was going to ask.
Does that mean this is an imperial guard? The palace guard?
You don't see any other uniforms. And you don't see the tall
Hats?
beaver skin hats that the... actually, was it beaver fur? I'll have to look. It's a type of felt, but I think it's beaver felt based.
Well, I was going to
Anyway,
make a joke
really-
about feeling a beaver, but
Tall black hats that the dragoons were wearing with the little pom-pom in the middle. You don't see that the person on the horse is wearing one of those. You get even a little bit closer and you notice that they're wearing the jacket, the bright blue with the gold braids that they had, but the sleeves have been ripped off. And the rest of their look is not, it does not look like a dragoon.
Dragoon gone rogue. Could be good. Could
Or
be
they-
very, very bad.
Or a bandit.
Murdered a dragoon and took all their things.
Is there like a roll or anything that, like an insight or what?
Talk to me. What are you thinking?
Oh, I definitely want to do a perception.
Yeah, or like,
Insight check.
I mean, investigation or insight, does it look like these were once dragoons that deserted, or does it look like they ripped the things from dragoons?
Tell you what. Tell you what. Give me a Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm good at Arcana.
See how the Arcana check goes.
A 13 plus 5. So 18.
Note
I have a
to
plus
self.
5 to Arcana.
Stop giving Sam Arcana checks if I don't want her to know something. That's not going to work. No, as you reflect on what you remember, the horses and the gorgets were coded to individuals.
Oh, I didn't know if it was like you just had to have their necklace, or if it like if you're wearing the person's necklace, or like it's like an actual coded to an individual.
It has to at least be attuned at the bare minimum.
Right.
So it's probable that this may be a dragoon that took off.
Got it.
That'll be your gut. It's like these things are pretty potent magic. I can't imagine someone could just steal one and make it work, because you couldn't just make it work when you stole it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna slide into Aveline's DMs and let her know that. Just like, hey,
Hi.
um,
Not gonna get used to that.
I don't think anyone's going to get used to your message spells. And by the way, if you want to look at the Owlbear Rodeo board, that is kind of what you're coming up on. I made the mistake of drawing the sign before I put the cars on, which is why it kind of looks the way it does. I'm still getting the hang of all of the various art aspects of Owlbear Rodeo, but hopefully this will work, he said nervously. And with the kind of neat thing for other games, it has a built-in dice roller that you can use, which is kind of cool, but I'm not entirely sure it's necessary for our game because we have the D&D roller, and tonight we're using legit math dice. So we don't necessarily need to use that tool, but it looks pretty cool. Owlbear Rodeo should be a band. Absolutely, it should be. If they haven't already trademarked the name, because...
That's our band name when we're fighting crime in our other forums.
Okay.
I'd
I
like
do
to
have a
see if I can fade into the forest or something and get a closer look and see if I can figure out what the heck is going on.
Okay.
Have they seen us? Does it look like they've seen us?
They're not doing a lot if they have seen you, but
Okay.
you're also coming up over a hill that they have a clean line of sight to,
Right.
and you could pick them out pretty easy. Unless you're really lucky, they can probably pick you out too. Plus, JB.
I was about to say I'm riding a 6-foot vending machine. It's a little hard to.
But hey, we're all relatively tall, so maybe he just looks like a normal sized person from far away.
Or some other automaton or whatever.
Some weird armor, that one.
I
Okay.
can't see that far.
I see there's like a bridge. But is there any way we could see that from like through the trees or anything like that, or at least notice that there might be a side path?
You can kind of pick that out.
Okay.
As you kind of start to work your way up there, you notice that the person who is mounted is actually going to head around the side. And let me find a horse icon for that. That'll work for our purposes. Bunk. And one of them is going to come out front and kind of just like walk towards you. Right smack in the middle. And starts to wave as you start to come up the hill towards them.
Like friendly?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Hi!
Katie is going to gently take the hand and put it down.
Whoa.
Sam.
Oh.
And then Katie is going to step forward, kind of in front, just by a step or so.
Okay. He's not going to say anything until you decide you want to say something. Are you going to get within a certain distance, or are you going to walk right up and shake his hand?
I mean, no, we're not going to get that close, but I feel like we would. Are you crazy? No, we would probably.
You've done crazier.
That's true. That's totally fair. I think I'd probably get, unless like, is Sib going to be doing anything? Like, is Sib going to be trying to like?
Sib was going to.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah.
Is Sib doing that?
Yes, I would like to try and do that.
Okay, roll me a stealth.
Come on, dice.
You guys. That would that would be a 7.
Okay.
So I'd like trip on the.
Sib is creeping along the tree line, trying to keep low. And potentially succeeding.
I was doing okay till I started humming the Mission Impossible theme.
So there's Katie.
Yeah, I
There's-
feel like I would get probably about 20 feet-ish before I would just kind of stop.
Okay. 20
And-
feet. So right there. Which, by the way, don't be afraid to play with the tools as needed, because this one has measuring tools.
Oh,
Yeah, that little
okay.
triangle thingy lets you call up an actual ruler to show the
Ooh.
distance between 2 points. And the hand lets you move tokens, which is, in my
There
opinion,
you go.
pretty slick. So I'll move y'all up real quick there.
Yeah, it's a little delayed, at least from what I can see. So it just took a second.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think that I would get there, just kind of stop. What is everyone else that is on this sign/bridge doing? Do I see anyone that has like arrows pointed at us? Is anybody tense?
Tense is not a great word.
Okay.
But you do notice that the 3 of them that you can see, besides the one on horseback, are armed with short bows.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of just watching you approach.
Okay.
Nobody's really tense, actually. Everyone's kind of relaxed. They don't have their arrows drawn. They're not aimed at you.
Okay. So I guess we would get there, stop, and then Katie would just kind of, and again, like relaxed body language. She's not reaching for her hammer or anything, but it's going to be like, can we help you?
Let me look something up really fast, and I can do that. Maybe. Come on, Internet. Don't do this to me tonight. Thank you. Oh, yes, you absolutely can. Actually, it's more, can we help you?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate, because it seems you want to travel this wonderful pike turn.
What is a pike turn?
Well, you're on it.
The road is.
I believe you're mistaken. A pike is a type of fish.
I'm also familiar with the fish.
But when you put the words together, it refers to a thoroughfare that people can use to travel from place to place quickly and efficiently.
Well, with the cars stacked, it doesn't look very quick or efficient. Do you need help?
No, we can move one of those and open the road right up beyond it. And that's our way of helping you. We give you access to this wonderful bit of concrete and asphalt, as I'm told.
And what are you looking in return?
Oh, there's just a small toll.
What is a toll?
Did you say troll or toll?
Do you have a troll?
No.
That's very impressive. I've heard that they are very, very hard to tame.
No, we don't have a troll.
Well, that's good.
We charge a toll. If you want to travel on our pike turn, you have to pay.
Is it a troll toll?
No.
Is it troll null?
No.
We did run across.
We did
some
run into.
gnolls.
There's quite a few gnolls that might be following us right
And
now.
if they want to travel on our pike turn, they can pay a toll and they can be on their merry way.
I don't think that they will do that. Some of them have hats, but I don't believe that they will pay you money.
Then they
At least from what.
they don't get the benefit of traveling this direction.
Okay.
What legal right do you have to this path?
Well, it's ours.
How?
Are these your cars? Are these your carriages?
Well, they were abandoned. That we use them to help create this, and that's just to make sure it's clear that because really, it's not just this area. This whole thing is ours. But we just figured it'd be best to set up a place for you to come and pay your toll. We can talk a little bit about how far you intend to travel to make sure we don't overcharge you. Wouldn't want to take advantage of weary travelers such as yourselves.
Our business is none of yours.
Well, it's going to be, I have to know something about how far you intend to go so we can charge you an appropriate toll.
Why would that matter? If we need to get through your car wall, then we could pay to get through your car wall.
Exactly.
But what else after that
Well, 'cause-
doesn't matter?
Because we own this entire pike turn. So as long as you're on it, you got to be paying. And I don't want to follow you and charge you by the step. That's not convenient. It's tiring. And
So we will just step off the road.
Just
We will just
to the
step
left.
off
So
the pike
this-
turn
this
and go
path?
around.
Are
That's
these
fine.
markings?
I
what-
get it. We'll walk to the left. It's all right.
go ahead, Tiff.
Sim's just gonna listen to this and then walk back out, hand him some money, and say, "I'm just taking him to the fancy closet in there called the museum. We're not gonna be long. What is it?
He kind of looks you
Couple
over.
of nuts?
He goes, I'm thinking that, yeah, I think we need well, how far are you going?
The first closet. The museum. The museum. The one with the dead one.
The one with the dead people where they keep people in closets.
It's it's a language thing.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. How far do you intend to travel?
We are going
don't
to
know.
the
We
closet.
haven't-
First closet.
Do you
with
not
a
know?
dead
You said you
person
own
in
this
it.
Okay.
turnpike and you don't know where your own closet is?
We're gonna go 5
I
miles.
think you are lying.
5
you don't
miles.
own this turnpike.
5 miles.
5 miles?
Yeah.
And what exactly is 5 miles down this particular way? Because nothing's
Okay,
jumping into
seriously,
my
I'm
brain.
trying to
We
work
have
with you, and
told
I
you
don't
it's
know
the
that
closet.
town.
It just sounds like you want to take money from people who
Well,
just- you're just
the
trying to take
whole
advantage of people.
point of a pike turn is to charge people to travel it.
Right, tell you what.
Yes, my goal
You have
is
a
to take
map.
money.
You have a map.
Yes. You, well,
Okay.
yes.
You have
Wha-
a map.
What town
of
are you
what is
going to?
between we're just
We are going to a
walking,
museum.
and there's supposed to be a museum coming up. There's like an arbors or something. I don't know.
Oh, you're going to the Arbor of Anne.
Yeah. Arbor
Well,
of Anne.
That's another 2 days down the road. You're going to be on this for quite a distance.
What if we don't walk on the road?
Well, see, the thing is, now that I know where you're going, I know how far that is, and I have to charge
2
you for that.
coins and 5 acorns. What do you want?
Well, let's see. 2 days travel on the pike turn. I'm thinking that's got to be at least 300 gold per head. And we're going to have to charge for your construct too.
Well, no, he's just taking up the space of one person. Together they make a full person. It's
I mean,
All right,
I am
well,
riding on top of him.
I mean, don't take up any more space. Okay, well I don't think we have that. So okay,
well,
bye.
then you're going to have to unfortunately head back from where you came. Because you can't go this direction now.
Apparently not. Boy.
This is
What do you
really
even
just
do with
how
it?
you operate. Just you want to
Yes,
take
yes, it
advantage
is
of
how they
anyone
operate.
trying to travel.
We are collecting our due for the ownership of our lovely...
You are sitting on your ass and asking people for money.
Well, we did the work of claiming the pike turn. So we
How did you
expect-
claim it? Did you take it from people then? Yes, you moved
Oh.
some cars, which are you just
Well,
admitted to
see,
I could
stealing.
move
funny
these cars
thing
so
is,
easily.
when
That
you-
Oh,
would-
we could,
Does
yeah,
that
we
mean
could
that I
throw
would
these
own the
fucking
pike
cars.
Oh,
turn?
you're going to throw the cars.
No, I'm gonna melt them. Why would you throw
But you-
cars? That is a Evelyn.
How-
What are they talking about? Throwing
How
cars?
about you
Just
just
trying to
pay the
brag.
toll and be on your way? You don't need to insult us. You don't need to mock us. You don't need to make this some kind of higher conversation about the order of society. We have a thing. You want to use it. We're going to make you pay for it.
The neatest thing is they weren't mocking you. We don't have the 300, so we're gonna go that way.
I feel bad that you need the money for your clearly horribly damaged clothing. I mean, who would he clearly needs the money because who would walk around looking like this? It's disgusting.
Oh,
But,
see, now the price is 500 a head, and you're not
I'm
leaving
curious
this
where you
spot
got
without
that.
paying it.
Oh,
At that point, Katie is gonna cast command.
Okay? And your one-word
So-
command is?
Oh shoot!
Oh, shoot. Oh, he'll happily shoot.
That was not in a Katie voice. That was not in a Katie voice. It doesn't count.
This is why, yep, having voices is good.
Got started spell.
Oh man, I always forget that it's one word, man.
Actually, I've always
You're
house ruled it as
right.
a one thought.
One thought?
One quick, immediate. I've used the rule of if a sergeant could shout it at you, it would count as command.
Let us pass.
That's too long.
Oh.
How about move it?
That would qualify. Back off would qualify. But it's command isn't like charm. It's not meant to be.
No, I got you.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
you. Okay.
Flee.
Get out.
Lantern's going to take a quick peek at your character sheet to see what his DC is.
Yeah.
So much nicer than having to shuffle paper on the table.
It's true. Oh shoot.
Gravel's good. You all missed your chance to use the line I asked for on Twitter this morning.
Oh, sorry. I
That's
didn't
okay.
realize that this was.
That's okay.
I didn't realize that this was the point. Maybe we'll still get to use it. Who knows?
Yeah, I forgot.
Maybe it's a
asked to
little
use
too
a line?
early. Yeah, he asked us to use a line,
That's okay.
but it would immediately have started initiatives.
Oh, and you think casting command on him isn't?
That's why I'm being really careful with the word.
Okay.
How about obey us?
Because unfortunately, you could, but that would be it can't chain with other stuff. Because he has to act on it immediately. So if obey would then require you to give more commands, and that's not going to work.
Okay. We've paid.
Okay. He's going to act as though you have paid. Okay.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
With my magical tinkering,
Oh, God.
can
Nothing ever good comes after you open with that.
I know. Can I make I'm gonna pull out of my bag of holding like a large bundle of I gotta have something like rocks or something. Can I make it look like a big bag of gold in there? Can I cast the illusion or whatever on that? Or the static visual effect in a bag to look like gold or platinum.
A big bag of
It's a regular bag, and then I
2,000
have
gold
something
pieces?
in it. Yeah,
that's
with
you can make an
platinum.
illusion, but remember that's a 1 sense. So if it looks that big and looks like that, it's not going to feel like that.
No, but I have an actual I have an actual bag, and I put a rock in it, and the rock has the illusion of platinum in it. So if he opens it, he sees platinum, and he shuts it. It's a real bag.
Okay.
But it's just a big
Sure.
rock in it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Combined, that's a great move.
Okay.
You hand him this. You throw the bag at him. Katie yells, "We paid!" And he catches. He looks. Says, "Huh? What do you know, boys? They got money. They paid. Kill them and take their stuff." You guys can go pee now, because I'm going to kill you when we
Great.
get back.
Yeah.
No, what army?
Promises.
Being rude.
That's just rude.
All right, we are going to take a quick break because we finally got to a good one. We are going to be rolling initiative when we get back. Hopefully, we'll have some fun. Please hang around. We're going to throw some clips up from the channel, and we'll see y'all back here in about 4 minutes. Having taken a holy order of some kind and other oaths.
I'm thinking an elven, really.
Kung Fu Elfin Monk?
Kung Fu Elfin Monk. Okay.
Yes, that meditates a lot.
I can live with that.
Because elves don't have to sleep as much, so totally right.
Jeez.
Boy, that sucks. Like, I feel bad for him. Like, hey.
I've never seen this before.
Unspeakable brutality.
Yeah, a little closer. Go to the right. Oh no, I dropped down. Oh no, I'm under us.
I think they're sinking.
Yeah, they're.
Okay, drop the anchor so we can
Wow.
collect our stuff. We're here. Thank you for coming in. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons, an original game of crap.
I didn't know that was.
Punch the. No, I know that's a bad idea.
There is so much nope surrounding this trap. I am not here for an amulet. I am here for a traumatized rogue. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's two.
Well, I wasn't really concerned about the amulet. I just thought that
beat you, they get to win.
Okay, I can handle that. It's a 40-cent bet to me.
Bet $5.
Table max. All right. 80-cent raise. Oh, this is gonna make
80 cents. 80 cents is for fools, young lady.
Oh,
All of
jeez.
it.
I have,
480. Get out.
I can't wait to save these.
I
He's
have
out.
a king. I have a king. Get out. Yes. You were wondering if I had a king? I have a king.
Out.
Get out.
Out. Oh, she's gonna go in. She
She's
doesn't
thinking
buy
about
it.
it.
She doesn't buy it.
Because she has a 4.
You think?
I think she has an ace 4.
Yep.
So here's the deal.
She's in.
Some would say, she's in!
Oh.
Does she have the other king?
Yes.
She has the other one?
Yep, but we have the 10. And we take that pot away from her.
Yep.
I'm a genie in the bottle, baby.
I'm gonna go. Common, mother clucker. Do you speak it? We need some information. I'm not sorry, by the way.
Guys, why am I?
I legit have been screaming this entire time. So you know what? What is the health of
You're
everybody
also
right now?
full health. You want to like come
All right,
back and join
everyone's
the battle?
full health.
Like, no, we're not. The rest
All
of
right.
us are like highly injured. You're on
Yeah,
the
we're
outside
all
full
hurting
health. You wanna,
pretty
like,
bad.
The
help out a
jam
little
board
bit?
says that everybody's. Oh,
Oh, refresh.
Refresh
Never mind.
that. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Ember's alive because I just healed for 12. Show is at 12 out of 41.
You
You're
were
like
literally
farting
seeing
around
full
on the
health
outside of
this
the circle.
entire
Like,
time,
come
weren't you,
join
Anson?
me. I'm full health. Y'all.
Shout
I'm having a
didn't
picnic
have a
over here.
spot on the jam of the thing, and I was just like, oh, I don't know.
I think we broke the.
Special and like not forced or anything. It's brilliant. I think the quote I have in particular is actually came from chat, which was the spell slide into DMs, which then became a spell. That's just it's very endearing. So I love it.
I'm going to follow it up by saying that the reaction to receiving a message spell was an absolute, just as far as role play goes. He goes in, he does a few loops, he comes back out, and beep.
Okay. Beep once if there's dead bodies in there. Beep twice. No, that doesn't work. All right, beep twice. No, that doesn't work. Okay, beep. Ah, screw it. I'm going to see if I can sneak up. Like, see if I can sneak up and find a widow to kind of like. It's not really the sharpest tack in this box, David.
Oh no, that whole love interest thing. That's right. Oh, I forgot. I almost killed him.
You're swinging again.
Oh man,
Wow,
this
guy's
guy.
tough.
What's up with this guy?
What?
What? This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. All right, we're going. Let's go.
Okay.
And followed by the smite. Come on, Timber. We got this.
I mean, if he doesn't go down now, I don't know.
And
but
he finally drops.
Yes.
And is out of the scrap. Gets to the guy in the
way. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. Like, do we think it's gonna follow us?
Yeah.
I'm sure it will.
Run it? Yeah, I was gonna say, can we outrun it, or is it like something that's just gonna follow us no matter where we go?
I don't think we can outrun it. I mean, it's not going to come any closer for a bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna have to fight
Well,
it.
we could take shelter in the smoldering ruins, right? Because
I don't know if that's gonna help.
We
It's
don't
probably
know what's in the smoldering ruins.
Well, it couldn't be any worse than this.
We could
Oh,
come
yes,
across-
it could.
We could come across like another giant creature, and then we're fighting two at the same time. And then
But
it's
it
terrible.
could be like Godzilla versus King Kong. So if we run into something even nastier, maybe it won't want to eat us. It'll go after the other thing because they're legends and they have to fight. That's how that works.
No, or they team up against us.
You've had a very fortunate life, haven't you?
As you seem to be doing really well with it.
Ooh, nat 20, so
Oh
25.
my god.
Jeez.
Nice. Scattered it.
Wow. Well, you can roll your damage. I don't.
25. Because I got 3 6s.
Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
She just hulked out. Rage hard.
Yeah, I think you should rage all the time. I think you
I
should
like this
never
rage,
not.
yeah.
Never
This
not be
is
raging.
good. Well,
There's
we get
where all our
2.
good rolls were hiding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's why they were so bad earlier. We were saving up. But... Stop hitting my friends.
Oop, wrong
They're
way.
damaged books with that kind of attitude.
Well played. Wow. Go ahead and roll me a performance check. Maybe the dice are going to favor you at the moment.
Also,
Can't be an intimidation? I can't like intimidate the rhyme
No.
with my music? Okay.
No.
Well,
Can
I
we
thought I would
Specialize
try.
this in intimidation music.
Or I
though.
can't persuade them to not sing with my music. Okay.
What's up,
Can
Molly?
Can we do anything when we're singing, or is that like it takes up our whole action?
Oh, it doesn't.
Come on.
It doesn't. Oh, good lord. Yeah,
Finally!
I'm over here
I
trying.
finally can bard.
Da-
For just
Yeah.
let me bard. I never get to bard. I'm always doing failing rolls when it comes to bard skills.
The bard
This
is
the
being
first time.
hard.
You're barding when it's most
say
important.
Ah,
It's about time.
MVP.
Sweden is my lucky country.
No
All right.
kidding.
For something.
So the
Museums are
final
like
decision-
closets.
And
I used to work in one. You'd think I could describe it better.
Well, you're trying to describe it through the. By the way, we're back live again. You're trying to describe it through the lens of Sib,
Big Sib.
who only has like a passing knowledge of how everything really works, but tries
And-
desperately to sound authentic with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure she cares that much, except it sounds good. She likes sounding like she knows everything.
Exactly. I know that feeling. Absolutely. So when we went to the break, actually before we go to the break, we're past the midway mark, so we're overdue to once again thank everybody for helping get the game on the stream. Outer Dork in particular, this is your episode, so this is the one you sponsored. So we appreciate that. And all of your ongoing generosity and support. In particular, the pictures got out. Mine's over on the shelf. Everyone should have those by now if you're a backer. and you don't have your picture yet, let me know, because you probably didn't fill out the backer survey, and I don't know where to send it. But I still have a nice stack of them, which I'm going to use. Yes. Well, that's because Australia is closed. When Australia is not closed, we will get it down there. But they closed Australia because COVID. So we said absolutely not to all things. Exactly. Which I totally respect. But yeah, the woman at the post office said, we can send this to Australia, but it would be cheaper to buy a plane ticket and have someone hand it off to a friend at customs, because they won't let you into the country, but they might let you hand something off. So, but as part of the sponsorship, Dork did ask us to talk about, instead of plugging someone's stream, to talk about individual causes or interests that we would want to see supported by other people. So before we get into the cause of the toll keepers, maybe we take a round around the table and maybe take 30 seconds to mention something that you think more people should support. So I'll go first to get everybody off the hook. And my current number one, I have a number two, but I'll save it to see if it survives the table without someone else mentioning it. But my number one right now is the Oxford Community Bank has a fund for the survivors and victims of the Oxford shooting last year. And so that's my big one to ask for people to consider donating to. It's not hard to find a Google search for Oxford Memorial Fund. You'll find the Oxford Community Bank. And I trust a local bank to do a good job administering that particular fund. That's a cause that's important to me still, because I work in a high school and I'd like to successfully retire from high school. So now the good news is I'm a short timer. I just have to make it through 19 more Mondays. So
who's counting, right?
Who's counting? It's not like, for example, I have a timer that I maintain on my phone that actually has me down to 4 months, 21 days, 13 hours, and 24 minutes. Because that would,
and half of that you'll be asleep.
I know. Well, half.
Well, okay. Well, I assumed that you would have like an 8 hour. I don't know. Shush.
Tiffany, you were going to say something?
Oh, I was going to say I could go next. I didn't actually know about that fund, so I will be contributing to that soon. One of the ones I always ask people to donate to is March of Dimes, because they help preemies, and my son was a preemie, and without them, we would not have an older son, because he was 1 pound 9 ounces when he was born. Yeah. Now he's 6 feet tall, so he's gotten better. Yes. 13. He weighed as much as 10 boxes of paper clips. He was very, very tiny. 26 weeks. So March of Dimes is always a good one. So that's always the one I go to. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a fun story. It's
Next up.
So actually, the end of this month, I'm going to be partnering with 40 other streamers, and we are going to be doing a charity fundraiser for Cancer Research UK, which even though it doesn't affect the Cancer Research UK is not here in the US, we have so many friends that are absolutely across the world, and of course, like, fuck cancer, like, it's something that we've all been affected by in some way or another, and so if you can come out on, I believe it is the 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th of January, I and 40 other streamers are going to be raising money for this wonderful cause. So very, very excited about that.
Cool.
I always say, if you can look locally, I'm a big fan of that personally, especially the city I live in is like super like tight-knit community. So if there's a local shelter or anything like that, I always urge people to, instead of considering selling your winter jackets on like Facebook Marketplace for an extra like $40 or something like that, give it to your local shelter where someone who might not be able to afford that could actually really use it, especially if you're in the colder states, like I am up in Maine, or anything like that. Just remember, like it's just as effective as giving something to Goodwill or anything like that, but a local shelter will make sure it gets into the hands that need it most. Yeah.
I feel the exact same way, Pond. I was gonna say the Basset Hound Rescue of Georgia is an amazing place, and they rescue tons of Basset Hounds across Georgia and other states and find loving homes for them. And if you like Basset Hounds like me and Mooter, yeah, they're a great place, and they save a lot of little puppers over the years. So yeah, definitely look locally, do your research, and yeah, any penny can help.
And there you go. There you go. And thank you for that challenge, Dork. It's good to have this. That was a good idea to give everyone a chance to talk about something in lieu of, hey, check out this person's stream, which is also good. And we appreciate everyone who supported us, however they have. Just even hanging out tonight is a huge support to the stream, because it's always fun to have you guys chilling with us. Speaking of chilling with you, yeah. So, do I have everyone's relative position? Let's see. If I recall correctly, you guys got close enough to hand off a bag to the one dude, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least chuck it at him, yeah.
Okay.
Throw it at his feet. I mean, he looks nasty. We're not going to touch him.
I don't think JB would be. I think I would stay, like, he wouldn't be far from me.
So you ride up with, so he's like right at your back?
Yeah.
That works for me. That absolutely works for me. In that case, I need you guys to give me a roll initiative.
I got natural 20.
Of
when it doesn't count of initiative. You can't see it.
It doesn't count?
I mean, it does, but initiative is
cool.
like the
Yeah, it's not
worst
like a
thing
crit.
to get a natural 20 on. So.
No, not necessarily.
You need to go first, Dish, probably.
Well,
Pretty good.
I'm the cleric. I don't want to go first.
I know. I got an 8.
15.
13.
Nice. Respectful.
Okay. Just give me a quick second to populate the board. What the?
Would it be easier for us to put it in our chat, our number, so you can look at it, or no?
No, something weird happened with the battle board. It's not cooperating with me right now. Usually it works just fine, and now it's acting really pokey. And so I have to figure out what's going on with it. Okay, now it's working. Oh, yeah. And let me just make sure that I don't have the wrong dude for that. I don't. Boink. So there's that. And then I want to do this, which is going to be let's just use this one, I think. Yep. Yep, that one. Bink. And yeah, that's everybody. So now I get those initiative rolls in. Aveline.
13.
13. Katie.
20.
Sam.
15.
And Sib. What?
8.
8.
8.
8.
Single digit. 8 is great.
Okay. Let me move this to the front so everyone can see it. I got the dice roller out of the way. I'm going to hit refresh on that. So everything. I'm going to hit refresh on that. So everything. Gosh darn it. Copy to clipboard. I'm going to send you all a new link in Discord so that everything shows up for you, because it sat long enough that it timed out. You
It's
know,
okay.
I got to eat lunch for the first time in 2 years with the gentleman at work that I usually get to eat lunch with. We got to sit around and talk in a way that we haven't talked about literally since before the first lockdown. So today is still a good day. Technology, eat my shorts.
Exactly.
You are not bringing me down today.
You won't bring me down today.
Okay, so speaking of bringing down, what is Katie doing in this moment?
Katie is gonna whack these motherfucker in the face with the warhammer.
She's going to step up and hit him?
She's just gonna be like, gosh dang it, man. And just like take it out. Oh, well, I guess really what she would say is, oh, well, if we're playing that game, then she will try to whack him with a 17. Sorry, I have to do math now.
17 will totally connect.
Okay. If it's okay, well, no, 1d10. Oh, God, I don't know what the d10 looks like anymore.
It's that one.
The diamonds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I got it.
There is a certain...
Ooh, 7.
7. Yeah, you weren't here. Were you here last week when they got the presentation that had the fake formulas in it?
No, Katie totally checked out for that point. She got to his name and then she checked out.
I'm pretty sure NLK checked out at one point too.
Brooke, NLK was just like, oh, he has to put pressure.
That's fair. And that's a solid opening attack on the guy in charge.
And I think, yeah, she's just gonna stay where she is right now, I think, at this point.
Okay. The dude on the horse is actually going to disappear behind the barricade.
Like disappear, poof, reappear?
Well, he
Or
rides
just
back out of sight.
Out of sight.
I don't know.
He's backing out of sight.
He's wearing the fancy horse with pants. Yeah, Arnold's pants.
Arnold's pants?
Arnold's pants or Marvin's pants? Marvin's pants.
He's doing something.
Marvin's pants.
Who knows what that is? Okay, so this dude's going to take a shot at, well, Katie's the most obvious target. And he's going to connect for...
Here's Marvin's.
I'll use a math rock for that. For 3.
Okay.
That's not so bad.
Oh, shoot, sorry. Oh, God dang it. I had to... Never mind, just continue. Ignore me. I had to hotkey all of my scenes to my keyboard. Continue, sorry.
How much longer do we have for the next Stream Raiders battle? Because we should probably make sure our guys are down. I'm just saying, you don't want to blow that off. Okay, so the boss that you've been beating up on is not totally cricket with what just happened, so he's going to turn around and try to fight back against Katie and hold his ground as best he can for the few next... okay, he's doing nothing. I think I got bad dice. I officially blame the dice.
No. You gotta learn to connect with the dice.
You gotta connect with the
dice.
dice? Is that the
You gotta
key?
connect with the dice.
I have to speak kindly to the dice?
You have to
The
woo
heart of the
the
dice.
You have
Woo
to
the
woo
dice.
them. I
Woo
mean,
the
they don't know
dice.
you yet. They're a little shy.
Okay, all right.
Take them out to dinner.
And Sam is also going to have to, swing down off the back of, kind of duck behind JB as an arrow from another one of the guys zips past her. She's going to take 3 damage from it.
Ooh. Oh, I am within 5 feet though of JB.
Which means?
He can do deflect attack.
Which means?
The defender imposes disadvantage on an attack roll of a creature they can see within 5 feet of it. As long as it is not the defender.
Still going to take 3 damage.
Okay.
I rolled better on my second D20.
That's fine. That's his reaction,
Yep.
so.
That's a good reaction. I like that reaction. Normally. Which then actually brings Sam to the forefront.
Oh god. Okay. I've forgotten. All thoughts have left my brain. I am going to... The guy who shot me is the guy on the right, right?
Yes. Number 3 would be this guy over here.
Right, okay. So he's only 25-ish feet. I'm going to, Mr. Freezy his butt with a ray of frost.
25 feet?
60 feet? Yeah, it's a 60 feet range.
Oh yeah, he's only 25 feet away.
Oh,
so.
I hit the actual thing. Oops. I'll roll for it. Does a 15 hit?
15 will totally hit.
Okay. And then I think I have a D8. Which is the D8? Is it this one? It's this guy, right?
Guys.
Is it this guy? Is this a D8?
It's the one with the 8 sides.
Right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's an 8. I had to count them.
Yeah.
Clearly, we've been in isolation too long.
Listen, I'm a math major. Don't you judge me, okay?
Dice, not real dice.
It's a 5.
Okay.
So he's hit with a 5, and he is also reduced in speed by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to turn to JB and say, kill them all! And he goes directly after me in my initiative, so he is going to, I guess, switch spots with me, so I'm going to be behind him, and he's going to attack the guy that's in melee with Katie.
Okay.
With a force-empowered rend, which has a +4 to hit. 16 plus 4, 20? Dirty 20?
A dirty 20 will hit.
Okay. And that's just a 1d8 plus 2.
Okay.
6 plus 2. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. 16 plus 420. Yep. Out of curiosity, what is JB's new hit point total and AC?
His armor
Since he's
class.
been upgraded.
Yeah, his armor class is 15 and his hit points are 15.
Okay. Fair enough. And then let me heal him because he hasn't taken any damage yet. So there we go. He is updated and ready to rock and roll. He's had his action. Number 2, right there in the middle, is going to take a shot at JB. That seems like a reasonable thing to do, doesn't it? And we'll connect. Oddly enough, for a whopping 3. Tiff, I gotta talk to Jeff after tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my dice suck.
Oh.
I feel like I've been set up.
Try rolling it in a box or something contains it. Maybe it'll.
Hey,
I can't roll on my
D20s. There's no excuse.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair. So what's Aveline doing in this moment?
Aveline is going to, she's exactly 30 feet away from the guy on the left, but he's on a car. So would that be extra movement?
No. At most, it's a 5. You get 30 feet of movement. You could take a step towards him, kind of for free.
Right. Okay. I just want to make sure because it seems like the boss guy is handled. So I'd like to charge towards him. Actually.
Oh, the full 30-foot move.
Yeah. I just want to make sure, once I was at the 30 feet, if it'd be a little more cumbersome because of a car.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm up in his face and I'm going to swing my great sword at him. Oh wait, I instinctively did that. It's 14, but I want to roll this one for fun. We'll take the one I rolled.
Oh, you hit the button?
I did the same thing.
I just like have it. I was like, I gotta click it.
I don't have it open. We gotta take the dice rolls. What did you roll?
Oh, so I rolled a 6 and plus 5, so that is 11.
It's 11. That is not enough. Yeah, as you come up there and you bring the sword down, and like, the sword comes down and it goes right into the hood of the car and like locks for a second, which lets him kind of take a few steps away and watches you kind of like pull it loose. And he kind of grins down at you. So it's like, you think you're tough. You think you're tough.
Okay, I'm not done because I am tough and I wanted to do this.
Oh, there's more?
So I have this cool new thing, which is called Quick Toss.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a bonus action, actually, and I can use superiority die to, with my Quick Toss, I can actually pick up another weapon and it's still part of that action and throw it. So I'd like to have my returning hand axe and throw it at... I'll throw it at the boss guy just to make sure he's done.
That'll work.
So that was a 2. So I don't think that's gonna hit.
Boom. He doesn't even notice it fly by.
It's because you cursed your dice that you then.
Oh, this is my fault now.
Shame, Rob.
Is that what you're telling me? This is
I've been
my
nothing
fault?
but nice to my dice.
Dice karma. I'm going to push a button here just in case anybody chilling out needs to be reminded, because it seems like we could all use a couple tonight. There's that. So what's Sib doing?
Okay, so Sib is gonna cast Hunter's Mark on. Let's see, we've got I think on the guy on the car. The guy straight ahead on the truck. Did I get that right? There's
Number
one
2.
in the orange. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him. I'm gonna take a shot with the longbow, which I've really just had out and have been petting since.
I'll highlight him in.
Katie sent something.
I'll highlight him in some colors to kind of help radiate that.
Okay.
He is the one that's marked. That's bandit number 2. How'd you do?
I rolled a 19 and I've got the +1 to attack, but I can't remember.
That's gonna hit.
I'm on the wrong page, so I can't
Give me damage.
1d6 plus 3.
And then you get a +1 to damage as well.
Which is good because I roll a 1. So 3, 4, 5. And then I get to roll another one for Hunter's Mark. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Yeah. I think I only get 1 shot. But I would like to move forward. I want to try and see if I can get close to and eventually on that metal rigging.
That's the sign scaffolding.
Yeah.
That's like 15 to 20 feet up.
I don't know.
It's connected to the ground somewhere, right?
Connected to the ground.
Yeah.
Well, there's cars to leap off
On the
of.
sides. Okay.
I do want to move up forward though.
30 feet?
Yeah. Which puts me nicely so I can hit kind of other directions too. So hopefully not in immediate combat.
You can put yourself. Where would you want to go?
Let's see.
I'm just kind of moving my cursor around to mark off your 30 feet. That's pretty wide.
Right there is good. I don't think I hit an attack of opportunity or anything. I'm not near anybody. So.
Oh gosh, no! As long as you don't go right next to him, you're fine.
No, but I'm hoping that'll give me a nice.
Definitely run forward. I approve that plan.
I'm sure you do. I've done probably dumber things, but not yet today. So.
Totally approve that plan. Katie gets another action.
She does. So for her bonus action, she is going to cast Searing Smite onto her Warhammer.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And then for her action, she is just gonna try to whack this bro again straight in the head because he's being rude. And that is an 11 plus 2, so 13 to hit.
He holds his own against it.
Dang it.
You do have 2 rerolls in the bank.
I mean, it's up to y'all. Yeah? Okay.
We only got a half hour
It's
left.
9:30. Go for it.
All right, sure. Then I will re-roll, which is worse. So,
He laughs in
So
your
it's
general
just-
direction.
yep. It's all right. The Searing Smite still holds, though, for a minute.
Okay. No, it holds until you hit. The guy who rode around the back, we're not sure what happened to him. He's still around the back. Number 1 is going to take a shot at Katie. That is definitely going to miss. The big guy is going to try to fight back against her. Because he can.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't do squat. And the one on the outside is going to take a shot at Sam. I'm assuming you're imposing disadvantage again. And it's a good thing, too, because JB is able to, like, push you out of the way of a shot.
Yay, JB, thank you.
Because I would have rolled a 15. Instead, I had to take my 5. At least I have evidence I can roll above a 10. So how does Sam take that moment?
Okay. So right. Which is the guy who's attacking me?
Number 3. He's the one on the right.
Okay.
They'll have little numbers on them now.
Yes, I see. I just wanted to see. He's hurt. Okay. I'm going to hit him again with...
Okay.
He's not near anybody else, is he? No. Yeah, I'll just hit him again with Ray of Frost.
Okay. Put it down.
13 plus 5 again?
hit.
Is that the same thing again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have battle music queued up. I can, but I never quite get the balance right when I do.
And that's the 8. So 1d8. 1, he takes a whole 1 of damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Even all your bonuses?
Well, because it's just a 1d8 and I rolled a 1, right?
rolled a
That's
1.
only a 1?
That's only 1.
That's upsetting.
That is only the one. Can I re-roll the damage? She can re-roll the damage. Are you calling for a re-roll, Polymorph? Hold tight. He's typing fast, I think. It's entirely possible.
Yes.
Yep, there it goes. Re-roll.
Okay.
Re-roll the damage.
6.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put that on in the background. That's a little on the loud side.
Heck yeah, much better. Thank you, Polly.
There we go. Is that better, Polly?
A whole 5 better, yeah, definitely.
So what's the total damage now?
Just 6.
6.
But I don't know if that... So, and he, again, is reduced in movement by 10 feet until my next turn.
That actually takes him out. Oops, wrong
He's
button.
just frozen in place and just shatters. The worst brain freeze ever. And keels over. Heck yeah. And then, okay. So then I'm gonna swap places again with JB. And JB is going to wail on this guy with Katie. And actually, I'm gonna have him, if it's okay, move up next to Katie, so that he can now allow her the help.
Yeah,
the
he can intercede
defense
once for
action.
either one.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a +4. Oh. Ooh. Does
How
an
bad?
8 plus 4? That's not great.
12?
Yeah.
It's not going to hit.
Yeah. Okay. So he swing. It's a big swing and a miss from JB.
Yeah, the boss kind of ducks and weaves underneath that.
Okay.
Number 2 is going to take a shot at his best target is going to be Sib. Because for whatever reason, she's running at them. So he's going to take a shot. And Sib's is 14. Nope, he's going to miss. How's Aveline doing?
Aveline's pissed that she missed her last hit, so she's going to try really hard again.
Plural.
Hits. Yeah,
Hits.
Okay, you really had to go there. All right. And you deserve it because I just got natural 20. All right.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
Ouch.
All right. 4. That's 6 now. Plus a 6, so 12. Plus 1, 13, plus 3, so 16 points of damage.
Okay, so he's toast.
She was mad.
Are you using a superiority die, or are you calling it good?
So I'm actually going to can I tell that Sib's like trying to like climb up, I'm guessing? Like I kind of know.
Right now she's just sort of running into the middle of it.
When have I ever come across something I didn't want to climb up?
If she wanted to climb, she'd be going to the sides to go up the side of it. I think
That's
she's
true.
just charging at number 2 for the fun of it.
Okay. I'm going to actually let me see how far I am from her. Oh, that's my full movement. Okay. You know, I'll do a quick toss just for fun. You know what? It's got to work, right?
Okay, burn another die.
Yeah. Here we go. That's 18 plus 6 for the hit.
That'll hit.
Oh wait, I was gonna roll a d20 again. I got too excited.
It doesn't do d20 damage.
That's 2 plus 4 for 6 points plus my superiority die is 5, so 11 points of damage.
Jeez. Yeah, he actually drops to a knee as this axe like comes out of nowhere and spins him around. And as you do that, as you fling it, you hear this voice on the other side of the barricade. Bath people are not paying. They're hurting him. Oh no, not Bath people. What's it
Math
doing?
people?
I'm gonna give Evelyn a woohoo. Nice shot. I'm gonna shoot at the number 2.
Okay. As you start charging towards him.
Well, I'm gonna try and go over to the right for this car and climb up on the stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get a little higher. I'm never quite sure how angles work when doing the calculating, because I always think you can't do a straight angle because it's. I had a plan. Anyway.
How'd you roll?
My 4 to hit.
4 to hit?
24.
24. Okay, that's different. That'll
24
hit.
to hit. Yes.
And carry the 1. Yeah, it's mathematically impossible for not to
12.
kill this guy.
Yeah, I got 12 damage.
12. Okay, do you want to move the mark?
The what? I thought I did move my mark.
You did
My
move
marker or the other guy?
Your
yeah,
mark.
it should be on the car.
Your target drops. So you have a bonus action to move your mark.
Oh yes, I do. If I'm on this car, can I see the guy on the horse?
In the confusion, no. The truck is still mostly in the way.
Persistent.
He said checking line of sight. Yes.
Okay, darn. All right, I wanted to do something else, but yeah, I'm gonna move my sight. I guess I'll move it back to the guy fighting. I'll move it back
Yeah,
there.
and 2 is dead now, isn't he?
Yeah, 2's dead. And then I want to pause and hear the voice, because I assume I was taking the action as the voice was calling.
Mm-hmm.
Killing the bad guy. No, we paid. And end there.
Okay. Let me put a marker on the board. There it goes. Let me add the token to the.
It is a large
battle
circle,
board.
sir.
I'm gonna regret where I moved the mark. I should just know that now. Darn it!
This doesn't happen to be a baby griffin, right?
No, it's apparently a dragon.
And a white dragon's claws come up on either side of that truck as it pulls itself up and goes, oh, "You've earned that!" And then it lunges itself forward.
Count as an animal, does it? Just asking for future.
Counts as a dragon.
Oh.
Katie,
Doesn't count as an animal.
aside from cleaning yourself, what would you like to do now?
I am very worried about this white dragon, but I have a dude that's still in front of me, so I'm gonna try to clock him again with the warhammer.
I'm just letting you know,
Oh
if
God, I
you
rolled
do
off the
try to
dice.
run, he is disadvantage on opportunity attacks because of JB. Because he can defend. So if you did want to run, I'm just saying.
No, not at this
Okay.
point, but I rolled a 16 plus 2, which is an 18.
That'll hit.
Okay?
The good news is you don't need to roll damage.
Oh, but I used the searing.
Oh, go for it. Just roll it.
I used the searing.
Roll your damage, just so you know how much you did.
Okay, so that's 2 with the searing smite, and then a D10, which is this one. I remember. So it would be 4, 6 points of damage.
Yeah, he definitely goes down and goes down hard. Like
And he literally sets on fire, by the
yeah,
way.
flames fly up to the heavens as
Yeah,
you connect.
he sets
There's
on fire. Yeah.
bursts out of it, and as the flames kind of go down, you look up, and that dragon has locked eyes with you, and you watch as those scales like furrow down tight and hard, and you actually feel like a chill in your heart, which your first thought is, ooh, that's nasty magic, and then you think, no, that's abject terror.
Could I still say though, we paid?
Sure.
Or am I too scared?
Yes. Oh, you could totally say that.
Oh no, I'm 1,000% going to be like, we paid him.
Okay. That's.
And then I am going to 5, 10. I'm going to move 15 feet. Can I move myself?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, I'm going to move.
Try not to
15
move the
feet.
cars by accident.
I will not. I'm just moving moving here. I'm not moving in front of where the cars are right now.
Okay. That's reasonable.
And I believe nope, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Oh, there's probably a dragon in Detroit. This one's a young one. It's a juvenile. What's Sam doing?
Oh. It is like locked when Katie runs, does the white dragon's head like follow her?
Oh yeah, it's gonna eat her slowly.
Right. So okay. So then I would like I don't know which I don't know which is better to cast, to be honest with you. I would like to run beside Sam, or I'm sorry, I would like to run beside Katie as Sam, and I would like to cast I can't decide. I don't know what would be better in this moment. Both. This is a terrible situation. I don't think dragons cast spells. But they don't. But question mark. So I'm gonna cast heroism on you. which gives you 3 temporary hit points, and you're imbued with bravery until the spell's end. The creature is immune to being frightened. Yes. When the spell ends, you lose your temporary hit points, but it's only when it's lost, and it is concentration, Rob. So Sam is concentrating on that. I would like to then run past Katie and try to get as far kind of like behind shelter that I can of this car. It's like 20 feet. I have 25 feet of movement if I can get like behind the bumper or something.
Totally. So Katie gets 3 phantom hit points.
Yes.
And has advantage
and
on...
she can no longer be frightened.
Cannot be frightened.
Yes.
Okay. That works.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to yell to JB to protect everybody. So I guess he's gonna run next to Katie, and he's going to be within 5 feet of her. And it's just this towering vending machine is going to be up against you.
That works. That absolutely works. You could do that.
Okay.
Katie feels that burst of energy as whatever syringe that Sam plunged into your hip as she ran by did. There was something happened. It's like, whoa.
It's definitely like a syringe of 5-hour power, like into your leg.
It's Red Bull. It's just a syringe
Straight
of Red Bull.
Bull. I don't know. It's something. It's a concoction she created out of a Twinkie and a Red Bull. Who knows? But you feel really good.
Candy in there. I'm just like, ugh.
You literally feel no fear. JB takes up his position, and Aveline gets an action now.
All right, so Aveline is very freaked out by just all the creatures that are in this world. It's just a lot to emotionally handle. But she is going to take all of her movement to try and get closer to everyone else, but still kind of be a little bit. So it's like right here she can be. And can she hold her action? I know sometimes we can hold actions until basically the white dragon just does something. Like,
what something are you holding for?
Well, it already looks like it's gonna attack us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna throw a hand axe at it because that's what I got in range. So, never mind. I'm not holding anything. But I'm a little nervous, so that's a 10.
Okay, that's not going to hit it. It ducks and kind of like snarls at you briefly as it's like, "What are you doing?" Is what you can see in its eyes. It definitely is not. Now it's weighing its options.
Love that in my leather armor.
Yup. Which takes us to Sib. You have a move, an action, and a bonus action. If you want to keep your cast of Hunter's Mark, you have to use your bonus to move it.
I want to do Fog Cloud.
Okay.
Instead, so that the white dragon can't see all the party. To confuse it and buy us a little time. Is that okay?
Okay. Yes, Fog Cloud. That'll work. You can totally do that. Let me get the combat tracker back up where we can see it. Now, what that's going to do is obscure.
Yeah, it's not fantastic. but
Center
it
of
does
sphere
mean
spreads around
Fog cloud is
you guys.
OP. I love fog cloud.
lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it.
So we might only get like until the dragon moves. I don't know, but it'll buy us a hot second.
Okay, where do you want to center it?
I think that I don't know if you can see.
You just tell me where you want to center it.
2 down from the white dragon. Let's see. Let's do 4 down from the white dragon on the right side of the yellow line. Because it's 20. It's
So
it's
like
20
that?
feet, right?
20 feet. So that would be that.
I can't see it. I don't know
There
what you did.
There's your fog.
Yeah, I think so. I wonder if I should go up a square or 2 and catch the white dragon.
You could.
Let's go up 1 square higher and catch the white dragon in it.
Okie dokie.
I'm still going with the thought that I have a line of sight to shoot at it.
Well, it's in the fog now. So it's obscured.
Yeah, I meant to shoot it first.
But your spell takes an action, doesn't it?
I can use it. I think I can use it as my bonus.
Nope, it's a full action to cast it.
Oh, so I can't shoot.
Yeah, that's your action. You can mark the dragon before that, though.
Oh, okay, so I can use it. Okay.
So you can at least mark it.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
I was thinking I could shoot at it too. And do I still have a movement or no?
Yep, you still have your move.
All right, I want to try and go up that ridge so I'm up higher.
Okay.
Not that that's necessarily great, but do I want to do that?
That's doable.
Yeah. Do that. I think
You
that's all I
start
can
climbing up there for your move.
do. Yeah.
Okay. Totally doable. It gets its action. Let's see. It can't see much of anything, so it's going to simply angrily blast out ahead of it. That looks pretty good. I'm going to need a Constitution save from Aveline and Katie and JB.
That's just a D20, right?
Yes.
21.
Also a 21.
I rolled an 18 plus 4 for JB because he has a plus 4 to his con saves. Oh, my boy.
Oh,
A bunch of
nice.
bees.
That's solid. As just this blast of ice flies, just fills the area, and each of you like duck, dive under something, roll to the side, and you just feel like your body encased in ice, and you're able to move enough to break the ice up before it fully starts to set. You survived the perhaps the worst of it. We'll have to see what happens next. What's Katie doing in that moment? Bearing in mind that she's surrounded in thick fog now.
Yeah. But JB is right next to her.
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh, jeez. Well, that changed what I was gonna do. That's okay. Okay. let
JB
me just-
dispenses a hot coffee.
Thanks, JB.
I'm gonna drink this later.
Okay. So with no, that's a seeing thing. That's a seeing thing. That's also a seeing thing. Would I have to do if the dragon hasn't moved from its last location, could I try to do something towards where its last location was?
Yes.
Or have I gotten discombobulated?
You're not discombobulated. Well, you're slightly discombobulated, but not enough that you can't make an attempt to hit it.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm going to try to toll the dead towards it, which is a wisdom save of 13.
Okay.
Give
me a perception check.
Okay.
We're gonna do this. I'm gonna roll this. You're gonna roll that. Let's see if you can actually see it enough to make a connection for that, because you have to be able to see your target.
Yep.
To toll.
That is a 23.
That's a 23. You saw it.
18 plus 5.
All right, you told it.
Or sorry, 18 plus 3. 18 plus 3, not 5.
Oddly enough, the dragon had a 15 stealth.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. He was trying.
He was trying real hard. Okay, so do I make the wisdom save though?
He's got to make his wisdom save, huh?
Yeah.
What's my DC?
13.
Roll your damage.
Okay. And then 1d. This is an 8, right? I'm just making sure it's this one, right? It's the cool looking.
The 8 is the one with all the squares. Triangles attached to squares. It's like a 2d4s glued together.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the D10.
Huh?
Not the D10.
No, it is not the D10. It's
Okay.
the D8. So unfortunately that is only 2 damage, but
You connect with its mind and make it feel really bad.
Just be like, we were just trying to get past the turnpike, the pike turn.
And
just wanted to get through.
And to confirm Shadow's comment, yes, it is technically a turnpike. This guy just has the term wrong. And he's really dedicated to it. Which takes us to
he's dead.
Sam.
Dedicated now.
He is very dedicated. This is true. What's Sam up to?
Okay, so we're in a fog cloud.
You're not. There's a fog cloud in front of you.
Oh, I am not in a fog cloud.
Nope, you're just outside it. Everything is obscured.
I have a question about where I am then. Say I keep going to my right.
Yep.
Around that tree isn't like fallen, is it? Can I like go just around this?
Yeah.
And can I be still like, I don't know what kind of cover this is, but is there like cover?
Sure.
Can I stay in cover to
Partial
this?
cover? You can probably find partial cover if you want to.
Okay, I can only move 25 feet with my teeny tiny legs. So can I get like on the, can I get to the other, I don't know how I would do that.
You can get over to the black car.
Yeah, can I get like to the front bumper of the black car? Like,
Yeah, it's 25 feet.
Like here-ish? I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah.
That's how you move.
Do I have line of sight to horseback man now?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Because the DM is going to update that and do this with him. He's going to ride. He rode off.
Oh, he's gone.
He's not hanging around to die.
Right. Okay.
He'll let the dragon. He'll come back when the dragon's finished with you, but he's not taking his chances. He's not an idiot.
Okay, then I'm just gonna before I would have moved then, I will scream to JB, kill him! And JB will just, I don't know. I don't have any ranged attack with him. I guess he's just...
JB's gonna charge forward.
Honestly, he can't see it.
It's obscured. He can kind of make out a shape in the shadows.
Oh, if he can, oh God.
Can he do a held action? So if something comes from the white dragon, he can react?
Yeah, can I have that? He's gonna stay with something he knows, but he will attack as soon as it becomes visible.
That works for me. Held action until you can see the dragon.
Yes, and I'll do that.
What's Aveline doing as she watches all this fog rise up around her and make everything really dark?
Yeah, that's spooky. Very mystical. But if she can kind of make out the dragon, she's gonna go for it.
Okay.
So she's gonna try and go in with her great sword and it's a big target. That's her logic. It's a big target.
It's a big target.
I gotta get a toe or something, so.
A big target that's up on the backs of these trucks.
Yeah. Do I roll a disadvantage because of the fog?
No, actually, once you get like up close to it, you can see it. I am gonna say though that you're gonna have a penalty because you are fighting like he's above you. Unless you want to climb up on those trucks, which will take like your turn will be to get up to fight him on even footing. Or you can just kind of like swing up, like overhand swings and try to get at him because he does kind of have you by height.
Okay, I will. Boy, this is not my best idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm going
those are your
to.
best ideas.
Yeah, I will use my action to climb up on there, but then I will use my. Wait, I can do bonus action. No, I will do then. I'll use an action surge to then attack.
Okay. Good move.
My greatsword, please. 13 plus 5, so 18.
That's a hit.
Yes. Okay.
Drop your damage on it.
All right.
Fortune indeed favors the bold.
4 and 3 is 7, plus another 3 is 10 points of damage.
10. That's a solid hit on a dragon. I can respect that a lot.
I will respect it when he hits me back as well.
Speaking of which, what's Sib doing in this moment?
I'm gonna try and climb closer to the center of this thing. I was trying to figure out how to calculate it. Sorry, I can move 30.
So you're going to get to about there.
Okay.
Because you're climbing, like you're climbing along these big metal pipes that make up the sign thing.
Yeah, I just want to perch on it and then take a shot at where the dragon was, because I can
where
see.
The dragon was. Okay.
Well, yeah, because I can see kind of the edges of the trucks.
Yeah, he's kind of got partial cover thanks to your fog cloud.
Yeah, but I'll take the risk.
But it's not a bad move. And you can drop it at any time.
The fog, yeah.
Although, to be fair, he's not marked now.
Oh, because I can't see him?
Well, no, because you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Oh, that's true. All right, that's true. Okay. 15? Does 15 hit?
A 15 is going to ricochet off his scales.
Okay.
That's a good shot. But he's unfazed by it. So you moved, you take your shot. Is there a bonus action you can take?
I don't think there's much I can do unless I want to drop it and put Hunter's Mark on. I don't think there's really much I can do.
Dang it.
I'm trying to figure out if it makes sense to leave it or drop it.
So far, it's not hurting you too much. You can only really see Aveline.
I can only see
now.
Aveline, but we can't see to help her. Do I hear Aveline attack him?
Oh yeah, you definitely hear her battle cry. And probably a taunt.
Can I drop the fog and put on Hunter's Mark? Or do I have to drop it and put on Hunter's Mark? Okay, let's do that. Give Aveline some sight, and then since he's engaged, hopefully Katie and JB will be able to engage next week.
Okay, he is now marked.
See if that works. I'm going to mark it. Yeah.
I'm going to grab the eraser.
That's a good plan.
And hopefully not erase too much. Actually, I think I just do that. There we go. There goes the fog cloud. And everyone sees Aveline like valiantly standing on the back of this moving truck, this U-Haul, like fighting with a dragon. Just, take a moment, suck that in. Picture it on a t-shirt. Because now that I've said out loud, I'm going to be going to Fiverr after this, but I need this. Make it happen. And for its action, it's going to eat Aveline. Because it can.
I love it.
What's your AC again?
My AC is 14. Really wanted some chainmail made out of coke tops, just saying.
Working on it.
Oh, it's not your fault. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, that leather armor is keeping you alive. As it chomps down in your general direction several times, and there's a moment where it actually gets a hold of your arm, pulls, and you lets go, and you look down, and there's just rips in the leather coming down your sleeve, and like chunks of fur from your cloak are gone, but that leather has kept you alive.
Love it. No damage?
No damage.
Take that, lizard.
I think NLK is going to murder me later.
No, I'm not gonna murder. It's how it is. But I'm just like,
look.
oh god. She just starts like doing the coke tops really quickly.
Get rid of the armor. So what is Katie doing in this moment?
Hulk out and power curse.
Katie is going to see that, and that does not stand. And so she is
That
going.
does not stand.
It does not stand. You cannot just attack people like that. And so she is going to cast Guiding Bolt
Good call.
at the
This
dragon.
aggression will not stand.
This aggression will not stand. Let's meet it with our own aggression. So that is a 14 plus 5,
That'll
which
hit.
is a 19.
Drop your damage.
Okay, it's 4d6. So is it okay if I just roll it here?
Yes.
Okay. Instead of having to roll it 4 times.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
Okay, so
Wow.
that is 13 radiant damage.
Okay, that got its attention.
Let me mark that off. And then yeah, she's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet up to about right there.
Okay.
Actually, she's gonna move right there.
Almost underneath. Oh, Sib's still coming across on top, above you.
Yeah. I wanted to get away from Sib on that, so.
Okay, so how's Sam doing?
So Sam is going to scooch about 10 feet closer as stealthily as possible.
Sneak.
Basically still behind the car.
sneak.
Yeah. And I want to get within 30 feet of Aveline, and I am going to cast Sanctuary on you, which means that you are now warded against an attack until the spell's end. Any creature who is targeted by an attack or a harmful spell first must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. So you have been sanctuaried. The wisdom save is a 13, by the way. That is a bonus action to cast this, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Yes. And so I would like to then stick my little head up and cast or not cast, but shoot Mr. Freezy acid splash at this dragon. And it's a dex save of 13 on his part.
Oh, roll your damage.
No way. Okay, wait, it's a 6. What's the 6 die look like? Oh my god, I'm so flustered.
Really? It's
I'm
the
sorry.
square one.
Oh, you're absolutely
It's the everyday
right.
dice.
You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry. Listen, we're fighting a dragon here, okay? Listen. I'm so upset. So that's 3. That's a 3 damage of acid to this dragon. And then JB was holding his action, so he's gonna run forward and because he can now see this thing and it's within 40 feet, so he's going to run forward and attack the dragon.
Okay.
Oh, JB, come on, big guy. Come on, big guy. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay. Well, then JB's a big swing and a miss.
Yeah, he starts beating the sides of the truck, trying to get to the dragon.
Yeah.
That works. Ish. How's Aveline doing?
Aveline's feeling awesome. You know, this is great. She's just gonna try. The first tactic worked very well, so she's just gonna go for it again and try and slice off a little bit of that. So that is, sorry, what? I moved my chat in the way. I got to see what my plus is for my attack. +5, so 15 to hit.
No.
No, that's
It
fine.
bobs and weaves around as the sword comes down, it leans each side. But you can see
figured out
that
my
its eyes have widened as it's processing this magic swirling around you.
Ooh. It's a good time. That will be the end of my turn then.
Okay. What's Sib going to do from her vantage point?
I'm gonna shoot at it. I don't really have a lot. So
You don't have to have a lot. You are a ranger. Part of your job is
I
to
know.
shoot things.
it's pretty much my job. Shoot things and hunters mark them. So I'm gonna go that route. Not successfully though. I got a 9, 10, 11. Technically an 11 to hit, but it doesn't hit.
Thwack.
So Aveline!
The arrow goes nowhere.
As long as it didn't hit one of ours, that's like.
Let's see. How's it
That's
feeling?
it.
That's a 3. Still hasn't gotten its energy back yet, which is probably good. It's not going to continue to fight Aveline. Because, yeah, it can tell. There's a thing there. It starts to. It's like, there's a thing there. I don't like it. And instead, it's going to leap up on top of this signage and chomp down through it at Sib. Because why not? She's scaring it. This is not as bad as it could be.
I get an opportunity attack?
Only when it comes in. Or only when it leaves. When it
Do
comes
I get
in,
an opportunity of attack?
yes, you do. You
Thank
do
you.
get that. You
I
do
was
get
too
that.
panicked about where the dragon was going to even think about that.
But
All
but
right.
now that you mention it, yes, you do.
2.
You do
So-
not get an opportunity attack.
Ah.
But I appreciate the effort to help your buddy out. She's only going to take 6 damage. As it chomps and clashes at her. I do need a quick... Can the overpass sign support the weight of a dragon? That's a good question.
Wait, did JB get an opportunity attack or did he?
He did
stay?
not.
Okay.
He's too far. He was too far below as the dragon jumped up.
Okay.
And for the record, it's above Katie by about 15 feet. Just to be clear. Yeah, that's a good question. Can it? I don't know. Let's see. 1 in 3 chance it can't.
You also said it bit through the thing.
Yeah, it's like, well, its head is going down through the spaces between the various girders as it's chomping at her.
But Katie is under it, so
Katie's
I
under
kind
it.
of want it to be. Oh.
Yeah. The CGI guys are just animating the head at this point as it's chomping around the bars.
Let's not leap on it.
Let me pop this over here. That's an excellent observation. If you're going to be flustered, fighting a dragon is the right time to be it. Let me
I did
throw
not
this
mean
to
to
the
grab
party.
that. Sorry.
Okay, I'll put that to you guys. Sib needs a quick concentration check. Did I tell you to do that already?
You did not. That's a really good point.
Roll a d20 and add your constitution bonus. Tell me how you do.
16.
Okay, you maintain your concentration. And that's the end of our combat round. I'm checking one more thing. I'm going to wait until Pond weighs in at least.
Yeah.
Okay. No, staying up's not an option. But I'm taking this as the cue. We are going to have to find out next week how this fight ends. We leave you with a dragon on top of an overpass sign, chomping away at Sib, who's hanging on for dear life with her legs while she's trying to line up an arrow shot. Everyone else is below them on a blockage created by trucks and cars. Yeah, I got nothing else other than like, wow, they're fighting a dragon. And we don't know who's going to die.
The dragon's gonna die. I just want to put that out there.
Right, the dragon 100%.
We know.
Because how sick would a white dragon chainmail shirt be?
On Aveline. Oh my god, your complexion, you would look so tan.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
But it's 10:15. I would love to play this out till 11ish, but unfortunately that's not in the cards. Outer Dork, thank you so much for those subs. You do not need to drop gift subs every time we play. We appreciate it. In fact, we not only do we appreciate it, we want to acknowledge that part of the reason we are here is because you supported the stream the level you did. And that is such a huge thing. In fact, I don't remember where it was, but I put something, it was on our Discord. So if you're not on our Discord, you should be on our Discord. But Erin was sharing that they got their signed autograph picture, which you can see over there. And the question became, where'd that awesome art come from? And I said, it came from our Kickstarters. Because y'all made sure that we could start the stream off with this amazing artwork, the amazing music for the intro and outros, all this great stuff that makes the stream happen. That's all your work. We appreciate that so much. It was a huge vote of confidence. We have a list of charities. I'm just going to amplify the local, when possible. It's like shop local, donate local, because it's right there in your community. And as I tell my students, you'd be surprised at how many times your classmates have families that are going into these community support organizations for help. So you could be helping the kid next to you in class and not even know it. So there's that. So thank you for that. We appreciate it. And yeah, absolutely, yes, kitties are amazing. So how did we do tonight?
I think we did good. Nobody died.
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
Yet. Although
Don't say it like that.
We had a good moral conversation.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You did.
Katie has a generic idea of what a museum is.
And I even wore
the
my
dead people in their
I
stuff.
wore my NASA shirt.
You did.
To support Ted in his NASA endeavors.
What? Okay, so let's run around the table. Who are we? Where do we find us? And what was your start tonight? And we'll go as often as the case, we'll go reverse order. So NLK, you're up first.
Okay, well, my name is Nightlight Night or NLK. You can find me streaming here on Twitch on various days throughout the week, but you will always find me here on Wednesdays. And I played Katie Katazar, who is the half orc forge cleric. Got a little bit into backstory and stuff today, so that was really cool. I don't know. I think freaking fighting a dragon is a pretty big star for me, as it always should be. But no, I think just the whole, like, aside from the dragon, the whole like moral conversation was really interesting because, like, as a player thinking through, okay, how would Katie take this, and like having to think through it as the character. And just knowing the character and her own struggles too was really interesting. So it was a lot of fun.
Cool. Tiffany?
And in the unmute button. Hi, I'm Tiffany, or TS, and I played Civ tonight, your normal everyday human ranger. I'm having a hard time figuring out what my star tonight is. But I think it's gonna have to just be how Katie reacts to everything that Civ says. as if it is gospel truth. And then trying to explain it to other people. It's like trying to explain the museum closet to the guy demanding money was pretty funny. I don't have a good one, but I guess I'm gonna go with that one.
Where are you all going?
To the closet.
Yep. And then yeah, so I got nothing else. I'll be back next week.
Sounds good. Pond?
Hi, everyone. I'm That Other Pond. You can find me streaming at That Other Pond, where I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. And if you want to stop by tomorrow, I'm doing a 12-hour stream just because I want to keep busy. And so it'll be fun. I'll be doing silly things there. And I play Aveline, the human fighter, who got to jump on top of a U-Haul. So that was pretty cool. But I think my star of the night is because I laughed way too hard at it, like so loud that like Zoom was like, you know, your mic is muted, right? And they like gave me a little notification when Katie said, I have the right tool right here, and then flexed. That was great. Also, the fact that the token for the dragon was Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! I had to acknowledge that. I don't know if that was purposeful, but that was my childhood.
Full disclosure, I had the generic beast thing, and I thought, well, they're kind of like debating what they're going to do. I can look up a dragon to make a token. And that's what came up, and I went, that'll look good. Slap it on a token, slap it on the page.
It's like the cool card.
I didn't mean to tap into your childhood. Hopefully I didn't ruin it.
No, it was wonderful. Very on brand.
Yay. And last but absolutely not least, even though she plays the most diminutive member of the party, Molly.
I'm Barely Molly, or Bear or Molly. You can find me here every Wednesday and also this Saturday, right?
Yes.
22nd, we're going to be playing Candlekeep in the morning with Tiff. So that'll be really fun. And we haven't played in a while. So I'm very excited for that.
Stay tuned, see if we can remember anything.
I don't remember a thing.
Nope. We might cut the whole dragon subplot that was going because I thought it was a great idea to give you a moral dilemma with a dragon. I don't know.
You're gonna have me fight a dragon, and then you're gonna put a dragon in front of me in 2 days. That will go terrible.
No idea what we're doing.
Yes. And are you going to be DMing again? Chat needs to know.
I'm gonna try to reschedule for sometime in February. I need to get with the players. But I am not free any weekend until February. So yes, I will be doing part 2 of Curse of the Sugar Plum Fairy coming soon. And that'll be super exciting. And my highlight for the night, I too was gonna say when it switched to Blue Eyes White Dragon, I was like, it was that dragon token. I was like, that's cool. And then it changed and I was like, oh. But since Pond said that, I definitely, the RP was really good tonight. And then also just being able to deal any amount of damage in a battle felt truly good for the first time in this campaign. So that was nice for me.
And there you have it. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I guess my star for the night was actually putting a dragon in Dungeons and Dragons, which I'm not gonna lie, I've been running games online for for over a year. I think I've had a party fight a dragon exactly, well, half of the time. So now, to be fair, Azteki turned into a dragon once. And that was an interesting event because there was a lot of they polymorphed the paladin into a dragon so they could fly on the dragon to get back into the Raven Loft. That was a lot of fun with having vampires trying to get on said dragon. It was a pretty good event. It was a pretty fun event. But this is the first time I've actually, in this entire time of streaming, I have put a dragon in front of the party that tried to kill them. And it might succeed. We'll have to find out next week. There's still a lot of question marks lingering over the space. So we'll have to see what happens. A massive thank you to Salty for the follow. Thank you for joining the family. Massive thank you to Outer Dork for the incredibly generous support, and to Valor for following us a while back, Polymorph for the resub, everybody else. It's been great. You got to go somewhere and do something tonight because I can't just leave you hanging out. And I think what we're going to do to kind of keep the vibe going. Where are we going? Border Kingdoms Adventures. Okay, it got redeemed, so that's where you're going. Hopefully you have a good time when you get there. Tell them I said hi. Tell them I appreciate them. I cannot, unfortunately, follow along because I need to focus on my players. We might have some wishes tonight. So go tell them we said hi, and we will see you. My next stream will be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time because we're playing Candlekeep. And then my next D&D game, this is my next D&D game. So yeah, that's all I got. We'll see you Saturday morning. Until then, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please stay safe.